Oh boy, I'm at it again. Thanks, Shalem. Right about now, I was at it again with niggas and bitches and homies and friends. And
that's how it begins.
What up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the NoNamers podcast. I'm Nestor.
A false prophet.
I'm Adrian.
And Arthur.
Yo, real quickly, right on the top. First of all, subscribe to our YouTube if you haven't. If that's what you're listening to us, that's what's up. iTunes gang, Stitcher gang, Rope gang, everyone else. That's what's up.
Take that for Harambe.
You have to take your dick out for Harambe. We lost.
Harambe.
All right. So the voice you guys are hearing is Minto.
Trying to get myself lightheaded.
Well, no. His name's Fred.
Hey, dog, Harambe's a legend, dog. He will live forever, dog.
Hey, in
no,
our
he
hearts,
died. You didn't hear?
Props to the Cincinnati Harambes, dog. That's the real shit, dog.
Okay, the person you're hearing through the phone, now we're getting in calls with straight up love line type shit now. Nah, we have Fred.
Fuck butt.
The next president. Fred.
Yeah, that's what you like to be called. We had an episode
Or
with him.
Minto. You guys can call me Minto on the pod, I guess, because
The cybersexual.
the cybersexual.
No, he was
digital menace.
Digital menace.
Get off my lawn.
No, but we had him on earlier.
He's an AI we created, dog.
He was living with you for a while.
He was staying out here for a while, but
He's our Jarvis.
he's Jarvis. No, but since he's been gone, he developed the game. What's the game called? It's an in-app game.
Yeah, it's an app game for the Android. It's a small arcade game.
That's hype.
And it's called Horizon. It's not a top ranked game or anything.
So you'd have to search
But
it.
it's in the App Store if you look for it.
The Google Store? The Google App Store?
It's in the Google Play Store. And that's basically integrated to any Android phone or tablet. So you guys just look for Horizon.
Horizon.
It should
Low
be,
key, that shit almost sounds like Harambe.
Harambe. Hey, dog, it was meant to be, dog. Maybe I knew, dog, what was going to happen to Harambe.
And you didn't stop it, you
live
ass.
Dog, you knew it was an inside job and you wouldn't stop it. Can you explain?
Sounds like Verizon.
Horizon. Nah, Horizon, guys. Look for it at the Google Play Store. Can you just tell us a little bit about the game? Like, what's the game about?
Yeah. So essentially, it's an arcade game. It's like a free runner, kind of like your typical Forever Runner, kind of like Maze Runner, or what you call games like that. I don't really have a good example for it at the moment, but essentially what you do is it's just like an infinite runner game. So you try to progress as much as you can and collect points, and basically you try to upgrade.
Kind of like Flappy Bird, yeah.
Right, yeah, like Flappy Birds and stuff, but it's a 3-dimensional game, so it's a third-person perspective, and you're basically you have an array of ships that you select, and obviously as you progress through the game, you get upgrades and makes the game easier. So you can look at you can basically have a higher rate of survivability throughout the game, and essentially there's 3 levels. It is a limited game, but there is 3 tiers of levels that you progress through,
right? And
after that, it's basically on a loop. So you go through those 3 levels over and over with a higher
you're a hell of a salesman.
Speed rate. What?
No, it sounds pretty fun, dude. So is it custom? You could choose your.
Spelled Verizon on it, just Horizon.
It's just Horizon because we're looking for it right now on the Google App Store.
Yeah, it's not a sponsored app, so I didn't because to get a higher tiered for you to basically be on the top 20 search, you have to pay for that essentially.
Well,
so I'm around in the 50s.
That's what I'm saying. What do they gotta Google? What do they gotta search so they can find it on?
Just in the Play Store. In the Play Store, you look for Horizon.
Horizon.
You go to the arcade. Yeah, if you go through arcades, and then you have to search Horizon Ghostware, and it'll be one of
Horizon Ghostware.
It won't be the first search.
Let's start with that.
But honestly, the best way to get to it the fastest is if you go to ghostware.weebly.com, which is basic .weebly.
Oh, okay.
Weebly.com. Yeah, this is very indie, you know. We
Yeah,
like
no, I got you,
I
dog.
didn't have a budget for my own website or whatever.
I got you. Do you have a Facebook people
yeah.
could start liking and get
yeah,
updates
yeah.
and stuff?
Just search the Ghostware Games on Facebook.
Ghostware Games, that's your company, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Ghostware
the
Games Horizon.
Yeah, and yeah.
Ghostware.
Yeah,
how do you spell Ghostware?
GHOSTWAREGAMES.
Ghostware Games
it's
Horizon.
not easy to access and stuff, but
so right now it's only on Android. Is it ever gonna be on the Apple Store, iTunes Store?
Yeah, it should be pretty soon. I mean, I do update the game and stuff, but at the moment,
depending how many people download right now on the Android, we'll try to get it iTunes. I was just like, what? I only have an iPhone, so I haven't really played it. But
it's rated a 5.
It's rated. It's rated a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is a 5-star game right here. We're not fucking around with some low level ass niggas.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, those are user generated, so it's not like.
No.
Yeah, so
but you know what? I did play it.
5.
I actually did play it, but I played it from someone else's Android phone. You guys are getting it too?
Yeah.
Sick.
We're installing as is right now, dog.
So they're installing it right now, and we will give you honest feedback right here. Got you journalism. If it's trash, we'll let you know. Nah, but I actually did play it, and it is enjoyable. I don't know, because I asked my uncle, like, hey, have you played Homeboy's game?
Gotta get off the Wi-Fi because it's trash.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is no good. Yeah, you guys probably use your own data to get the game. And I asked my uncle, hey, do you have his game? And he's like, yeah, you want to try it out? And I did, and I was actually impressed. I was like, holy shit, it's not bad. And like on my second try, I beat his highest record, like nothing. And then he was and I told him, hey, I already beat your record. Then he kind of got competitive, and he just like give me back my phone. And then he
that's what those games do. They're fun if you're playing.
Was it my Uncle Neto or my Uncle Rene?
No, Rene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he was trying to get his record back.
People also downloaded National Parks Depot's app. They also installed after Horizon.
After they installed Horizon.
And Shop Zero Free and Mr. Sandbox and Outhouse.
Mr. Sandbox.
Pornhub
like
the app.
And Horse Illustrated apparently.
What?
That's hype.
Think Fast is in their app.
Hey, those are the ones that are like it's next to. But hey, if there's plenty of downloads, make some noise. If people start following the Facebook page and download the Horizon game, if you have an Android, maybe we could get it into the.
So this is an infinite game.
Yeah. What is that?
Runner. It's like an infinite arcade runner. So it's like like I say, like Maze Runner or anything like that. It doesn't have like a clear storyline, but as you progress through the game, like the idea is that you're essentially like a terraforming group, like kind of like in the future, and you're essentially like gathering resources. And the idea is that like obviously like as you're gathering more and more resources. Huh?
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. So if you're tired of playing No Man's Sky, play fucking Horizon by Ghostware Games.
There you go.
I mean, No Man's Sky is not getting the best reviews.
Man, dude, don't even get me started, dude.
Why you hate it?
It's just that like developers do that, man. Where
I
like
love that
essentially
game.
they overpromise and then they underdeliver. I think of it like No Man's Sky is like our version of like Suicide Squad. Where like the trailer looked amazing, like you just thought like, oh my god, you're gonna have this like open universe where you can have other players and stuff.
What are you saying?
And then when you actually watch it or you actually play it, yeah, it's like imagine like, you know how like Suicide Squad had all this cool shit, and you thought, oh my god, the movie's gonna be amazing. And you actually play it, and then it's like not even half of the shit they promised is there. That's basically what it is, you know. It's like people overhyped, and then essentially like, yeah, I mean, because. Basically what it is, it's like they just want to cash in fast and just get as much cash as possible before they like just say fuck.
So now we have some downloads. I see the opening screen. Oh
yeah, it should be. If you look on Facebook, it's like Horizon app game.
No, they got it. They got it now. They're playing it.
All right. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't really like messed with it and stuff lately.
Okay.
But
yeah. Oh, okay. Well. Hopefully you get some downloads, some good ratings. No, do you not? I don't think you don't lean it with your phone. I
What
think
do
you
with the
gotta
phone?
do.
Oh, you
thumb.
have
Why
to
you just
tap.
move your
Yeah,
fucking hand, you
it's a
stupid
touch.
ass?
This was out here trying to lean his phone
You're an
and trying.
idiot. Oh fuck!
Yeah, I have to. I mean, I can make it dual. Like, yeah, I just had some issues with the dual feature.
The
So I had
music's dope.
it away where.
Who did the music?
Oh, I did. I did most of them. I think the only soundtrack I didn't do was the trailer soundtrack. That was my friend Alex Sikorsky.
Hey,
And
good
I
shit.
just like, I just couldn't get like the tone of it, you know.
Mhm.
And I guess he has a little bit more experience doing the actual mixing and DJing. So I just told him, like, he uses Ableton and stuff, and I'm using like Reason and like Fruity Loops, so it's like really
shit-
like lo-fi stuff.
Hey, Arthur's enjoying it. He's laughing. He's having a good time.
So if I rap
awesome.
over it, and it becomes like a #1 single.
Oh, no namer hit, dog.
No-namer musical hit. Well, I don't know. You guys played it for a few seconds. Positive vibes or what? Is it
Yeah.
cool?
Hey,
It's fun.
what does the blue crystal do, dog?
What does the blue crystal do?
Oh, that's like currency. So
Oh,
it's that
currency.
fuel cell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fuel
like,
cell, fuel
That's
cell.
what you exchange in order to get like
Ooh.
better ships.
There
Yeah,
you
if
go.
you see, there's like a button that says store and like the main menu, or
Simon.
when you like basically like when you die, you see like a little like store button, and that's basically where you can select other ships.
I got an ad for.
You gotta click the ads so Mito can get some money, some kickback.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, I could sell it for free. I mean, honestly, like the ads were kind of like just me trying to like see if I could. I'm not even making money off of that, dude. Like, I'll be honest with you.
Mhm.
It's like it's because like I hate games
Hey,
that
we
have in-app
respect the hustle,
purchases.
G.
Hey,
Hey, I'm
dog.
clicking the
And
ads and it doesn't take me to. Oh, there we go. I clicked the ad.
Yeah, it's just like honestly, I think in-app purchases now have like a really bad rep because essentially it's like
Well,
they're
like
just-
Pokemon Go.
Pay to
they're
win?
real like trivial because basically they try to like entice like players that have like addictive like, response, you know, and
Yeah.
and I don't want to do that. Like
Fuck
it's just
Pokemon
like
Go. They turn their back on their.
There's a new update, G.
Oh, is there a
yeah,
new update?
yeah,
Is it
Mhm.
better now?
yeah. I mean,
Or is it
it's
still
not
trash?
just Pokemon Go. It's just like a formula that works, and I think like the whole point of mobile was to have like other kinds of experiences.
Oh.
Like that aren't like just a typical like this kind of game would never be played on like PlayStation or whatever.
Yeah.
Energy
You know, so,
Cell
like, I
plus
mean-
5, homie.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Well,
you're still playing, G.
New records, homie.
Fuck, I got 1,591 meters.
You're garbage, though, B.
you're no good, bro.
Like in your mouth, or
Hey, well,
Well,
thank you for calling in. Everyone who's listening, please download the Ghostware Games Horizon.
I'm gonna keep playing this game.
Fuck! I got crashed.
Yeah, so downloaded, rated good, and we'll keep up with you, man. You have another game on the works or what?
I mean, yeah, I have a couple. Like right now, I'm like just trying to mess with the Unreal Engine since I mean the process for making a PC game through Steam is more enticing than Google Play. I mean, the thing is like the entry bar for Google Play is like pretty low. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like what this game was about. You
So
know,
you're
it's just,
swinging
like,
for the fences, Doug. That's all good, Doug.
Huh?
So you know making
But Steam's no joke either. Steam's got good games too.
Oh, is that why I use the Unity engine? Because it's on cell phones?
what happened?
Why do you use the Unity engine?
Just because that engine is easier for like mobile applications.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
Unreal is specific
Makes
for like
sense.
console and like higher end games. Like
Yeah.
basically where like it's more geared toward like artistry, like higher quality art.
Uh-huh.
And Unity is basically
Sick.
like easier for designing. So it's
Sick.
like more scripting, and the other one's more for like it's like it uses this visual like elements to it that are a
Cool,
little
cool,
bit
cool.
easier for artists.
All right, well, we're gonna post all your social media stuff and the game links to the game so people can get to it. But
For sure.
for right now, though, it's only Android. All your iPhone users and iPad and stuff, you're gonna have to wait a little longer if you want to get the Horizon game.
Yeah.
But you have Android, Metro PCS, you know, any of those phones will work.
Just Google hide the zucchini.
Hide the zucchini. Pray for Harambe. Everyone, take your dick out for Harambe. All right, man. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming on, and hopefully this gets you some downloads. And hopefully you've been good. We'll talk off the air if you want.
All right.
But
Sounds good.
all right, man.
Peace.
Congrats on your game, and hopefully, you know,
All right.
you'll have another one soon.
All right. Sounds good, man.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
All right. All right, man. Talk to you later. All right. Bye.
So that was a piece of shit, right? Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, that's fucked up.
I knew it.
I was
Setting
like,
them
yo,
up.
got you journalism. I was like, these fools are gonna download the game and just completely trash it.
I like it.
No, it's dope, right?
Yeah.
I played it last time and I was like, yo, this isn't fucking bad. It's kind of weird.
You're garbage though.
Because low key, you can even compare records. It would be dope if I had a leaderboard. That'd be
Ooh.
hype.
Hey, Mito, if you're listening to this episode, get a
Right.
leaderboard.
It's a
could
chill
just-
game though.
Yeah.
it's a good mobile game. Like
Yeah.
those
'cause-
games that you need to like waste time with, because that's what the
Yeah.
whole point of mobile games are. Is like
Waiting in line.
they're
and
time wasters, and like
Yep.
that's a good time waster because it's perfect. It's just about setting a new record every time.
Why don't you just jerk off instead?
I mean, I do that, but I need recovery time.
The good old.
This is literally as soon as I'm done, I gotta go again. Jack off. I gotta wait at least 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
Unless you.
Fuck,
take
you got
Viagra,
mad
fool.
recovery time, dog.
If you got Viagra, if we
I
don't
mean, if-
stop, huh?
If you don't,
I'm a
use
one-hit
it-
quitter, dog.
If you don't use it, you
I
lose
nap
it, fool.
afterwards, dog.
That's what happens. Fool.
So everyone listening, I hope you guys enjoyed having a live in caller. If like, hopefully it sounds good. You know, hopefully like for you guys, it's not like, you know, it sounded all right, and you guys liked what we're talking about. So if we could do a little more of that, try to get some people, you know, maybe out of state or something. That'd be fun. That'd be cool to have someone, you know, from outside the NoNamers roster that is our usual guest. You know, like have some.
No one cares.
No one cares, or no one wants to do it.
Like who gives?
No, but yeah, download the game and stuff,
They
and
don't want to meet their heroes. Who might disappoint them?
right, they call in and they're like, I was fucking
I thought
complete.
that shit was supposed to be funny.
Then
Wah,
they
wah.
discover he ain't shit. No, for the second week, Arthur's back. It's weird not having him back to back, but the hate is back. You know,
The hate?
the hate.
That's love,
There's another one.
But last week we kind of talked about what you guys did out in the river,
Quantico?
Yeah,
about your guys' recent trip, but we never really discussed on why Arthur wasn't here all that time and what he was doing, what he was up to for that month. He took off from the pod.
It was a month.
We have intensive.
It was,
Yeah, it was 4
was-
weeks.
it was pretty much 4 weeks. Yeah.
Damn.
Why? Agent couldn't even notice. He couldn't care less.
No, I mean, Arthur always sits next to my ass, so
Yeah.
I mean, we're the wrecking crew, the
Ju-
rude boys.
Rude boys.
I was yelling that shit on the river, though. Rude boys, swinging at fools, dog.
bros.
So what we told our listeners is that you were that
In
you were
rehab.
in rehab recovery. You
I
were
made an
not-
executive decision that day.
That's hype.
Something that
Regret.
Arthur would enjoy.
I was like, I wonder.
Slash cover his lies.
Low key, I'm like, I wonder.
That's
if
what
he's-
Arthur's about, for the goof and lies.
I'm like, I
Goofy
wonder
lies,
if he's
fool.
ever gonna listen to those episodes where he's not in,
I will.
just to be
eventually.
like,
Wait,
what did they say?
No, he gets super
Yeah, most
emotional
def.
and he starts breaking down and just starts questioning himself. Is this
Why
real?
wasn't I there?
Is this
He
real?
would have brought some stuff up if he had heard him.
Like what?
He might have taken issue to some of them. I don't know. Fool, you never know with this fool.
The
dog.
I'm crazy, dog.
Like the one time he stole my Louvre? Or did I steal his? Dun, dun, dun.
After his heart.
How dare they not mention my ED?
No, but why did you really miss all those weeks? What was going on with you?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I had a kid.
Little junior dog.
Yeah.
He had to be
Well,
house trained.
correction.
Delicious had a baby in Vegas.
I used the past tense because we had to get that shit fixed.
You have to. though.
4 week
Paid her off for one.
4 week recovery time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, a stripper baby.
Nah.
I thought Delicious had a baby.
Delicious.
Good old
That's her
stripper.
name. You're
She's got a
acting like
mad
we don't know who
Flavor Flav
Delicious
name.
is. fool.
Nah.
That's your number one.
It is hard.
Their Facebook official. fool.
Nah, so I was basically gone because My brother I've mentioned before on the pod that I had a half brother that lived in Germany.
Your brother from another mother?
Basically, yeah. And he came down to visit. So I played host for about 3.5 weeks to my brother.
From Germany.
So
From
it's just
Germany.
you and him?
Nah, it was
The Avila Bros?
It was him, his girlfriend came down.
From Germany.
And they were
What
living
part
on
of Germany are they from?
Fuck, I'm gonna feel like an ass, but I don't really know.
Hamburg?
No, they're from the north
Frankfurt?
of Germany.
North of Germany.
I don't know what
Yeah.
other German foods there are that are named after their cities.
Wieners?
I forget.
Frankfurt and Hamburg are the ones that I know of.
He comes from like a small town in Germany.
Oh,
that,
shit.
in the north.
And is this the first time you ever seen him face to face?
Yeah.
That's the first time you've ever
First time
actual
ever.
met.
Met.
Like, not over Skype or
Did
not
you
over
kiss
like.
him?
No.
Like on the cheek, fool, you
No.
fucking...
It's
He's
It's very
German.
European. You know what I mean? Just like,
But is he peeing though?
is he a peeing?
When you hugged him, how'd you hug him?
Just like a good bro hug, and I'm like, hey, no queer stuff, bro.
This is America.
You do the crotch to crotch one or no?
Yeah. Crotch to crotch, bro.
You just jumped behind him and tried to give him a good old fucking koala hug.
Guess who? From behind.
Did you hug his girlfriend?
No, yeah.
Was she
She's
hot?
nice.
Was she hot?
Savage.
Was she hot?
dog.
She's technically like family. G, you can't be rating fucking.
She's technically like family.
Oh, they're married?
She's not family.
Well, they've been together for 5 years, so that's like a mad fucking time.
But
So
has
was she
she?
your sister? You're saying she's like your
Yeah,
sister?
she's like my sister.
She's a liar.
Would you fuck though?
You savages.
Would you toe up?
Nah, she didn't speak any English. Well, she spoke little English.
That's
Oh,
good.
she
then
didn't speak English?
You had to talk a lot slower for her because the. She's not.
Wow.
This is sounding bad.
Are you listening?
Oh, so she wasn't as fast as your brother?
Nah, my brother.
His English
he-
is good. Oh, it was all right.
Actually, well, when they first got here, it was pretty bad because I guess they were rusty on English.
Did that have a Mexican accent?
He's from Germany, but he still has that fucking.
What's up, dog?
Yo quiero hot dog.
¿Dónde está el Wiener Schnitzel?
Wiener Schnitzel.
So his easier mad accent.
They're good.
Dir gut? What the fuck do you say dog in German, dog?
No,
Ah,
it's the same,
fuck.
dog.
Hound.
Dotson?
Big hound?
Big, big hound.
Dotson? No,
Hound.
but so like what how did you get the news that hey you're someone's
Basically, my dad told me 2 weeks before he was gonna arrive. Hey,
Basically,
your
like,
brother is gonna probably come over.
and,
Is it
and
cool if
you're-
he stays with you? And I'm like, yeah. Why would
I
it be
mean,
an issue?
yeah, you never thought to say like nah it isn't
No, well, like whatever. It wasn't a
I mean,
big
plus you
thing.
got the space. It's not like you don't got the
Yeah.
space and shit. So they sprung it out of you. I don't know. Did they know he was coming like way beforehand, and they just
My
waited?
dad knew for about I'm assuming like 3 months, 3 to 4 months,
And why did he wait so long to tell you?
because that's who my dad is. He doesn't
Mm.
care.
He's a
Well, I mean,
schemer,
like,
fool.
why not
Yeah,
just
it's a
give
skimmer.
you?
It was because if I say like, oh
then
that-
you could think of an excuse.
That's too much wiggle room.
well, yeah, too much wiggle room.
This
You
guy-
can't-
Arthur's dad runs the same game you do, so
Yeah.
you can't give them wiggle room.
You
fool.
give me wiggle room, I'll wiggle, dog. You
Wiggle,
gonna see me
wiggle,
on the
wiggle.
dance floor, dog? Wiggle, wiggle. Call me Mr. Bojangles.
I'm like the last thing this fool wants is 3 months to make an excuse of why he can't do it.
Yeah.
So he just springs it on him.
So he told me 2 weeks, and then I think he told my mom maybe
Oh,
a month before. So
I mean, but what was his plan? To just come and like meet you guys, or
no,
to, like
to see the U.S. I guess he's been wanting to do it since he was like 18, but finally he got up.
he had the money,
Yeah, to
old
head
is he?
down.
he saved up.
How old is he?
He's 2 years older than me, so he is 28 or in his 28 year because he also has his birthday in October.
Damn.
October boy, so October's very young.
Yeah.
Your dad's poet in that month, bro.
Fool, that's his lucky month. 10.
Well,
it'd be
9 months
January.
back, yeah.
Oh,
New Year's.
He's a New Year baby.
New Year's
He's-
pops, my boy.
who's a freak? His dick game's hella strong.
It's,
When's
the
Mike-
holiday season.
When's Michael's birthday?
No, he's January.
It's the other way around.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I'm tired of making them in January. Let's have one in there.
No, he's a spring baby then.
Yeah.
Fool. That means that fool got
After the Olympics and
consummated in April.
Yeah.
After the
April showers all over. Gachalo.
Who's hella rope gang? rope.
Cause just rope, honey. String yourself up.
So he drops it on you. Hey, 2 weeks from now, your brother's gonna be coming.
Yeah.
But what was the plan like? Because it's like,
Well,
you work.
Yeah. So my dad was like, hey, so he's gonna be over for 3 weeks. So do you think you could like help me show them our part of the U.S., which is the West Coast? I'm like, yeah. I wish you would have gave me more heads in advance because I'm like, I already had set up the regatta trip.
Yeah.
So I already took the days off for that.
Yeah.
West Coast ambassador.
And then, see, I could have wiggled out of the regatta if I would have had that thing sooner.
Right.
But I had already paid and everything.
You're like, yeah, I already invested.
So I'm like, fuck, you gotta roll, G. You gotta.
Yeah.
Then.
Because that one was for you, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That was a trip that I was gonna take even before all this shit. So my dad basically tells me, like, can you just, like, help me? Like, you don't have to do every trip. Just, if you have any ideas of where to take them and shit. And I'm like, well, what do they want to do?
You don't have to do every trip.
Little did I know there was a shitload of trips.
Little did you know he was alive.
Yeah, little did I know that 3 months is long. 3 months, 3 weeks is.
Hey, they could feel a lot.
Yeah,
don't worry about it, dog.
Fuck.
Don't worry
But
about
it's like,
all the trips.
did they have an idea of what they wanted to see? Like,
see, the problem is that my dad is a schemer, like yourself. So he kept everything under wraps.
Passive aggressiveness.
His daddy.
He kept. Quiet, Dad. I'm talking to
You're
you.
gonna choke me out right now.
So
kick you in the head.
I'm too stupid to be a schemer. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. There's evidence of it.
Oh man.
Reconnaissance.
So fucking he gave me and my mom like a very brief outline of what he wanted to do, and it was
we want to do dope shit, yo.
yeah,
do dope shit,
do dope shit, live dope lives. I mean, that's what army's about.
Hashtag rope
do dope
gang.
shit, but never do dope.
He sent it to us in a tweet.
Yo, I made shirts. Hashtag dope
Some
life.
tanks.
That'd be sick, fuck.
Suns out, guns out.
Rap America, fuck.
Oh man! So he basically tells us like a very brief outline of like, okay, they're gonna come over.
Outline?
He's like, there's gonna be a couple days for Laughlin, which then that'll lead into the Grand Canyon, which will lead into Vegas, and then by Vegas we'd head back to LA. And he's like, I just want to take them to that area so they could see kind of like Vegas is like a main staple.
Desert?
No, Vegas is a main thing if you come to the U.S.
You have to. But Laughlin
was because his boss gave him one of his beach houses for a couple days to just kick it out. So basically,
you get mad at us for not inviting me. You're a piece of shit.
You fools didn't go?
Juan went.
I had work.
Well, that's why we didn't bother to invite you. You had work.
For sure.
I feel awkward now.
So you guys hit up Laughlin, Grand Canyon, and then
Vegas. that was the brief outline I was given, and then it's like maybe 1 or 2 amusement parks.
That was for the 3 weeks.
For the 3 weeks, yeah. So I'm like, okay, it doesn't sound that bad. Like
couple days
here, couple days there, just whatever.
Yeah. What ended up happening?
Well, the first day they got here was my off day on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I went to go help out.
Like from picking up from the airport.
They arrived in LA at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
How long's the flight?
7 p.m. Fuck,
Like
it's a lot because they also did a connecting flight. So they flew into Texas.
That's
terrible.
Yeah, and then they waited like an hour and a half.
Dallas or Houston?
I think Dallas.
Did they get themselves a grill or what?
Nah, Dallas airport's huge.
Nah, they were there for like an hour and a half. for their connecting flight. And then
layovers suck.
Yep. So then they were there for an hour and a
Fucking worst.
half, and then they flew out to LA from there.
Uh-huh.
I think the whole trip may have been like 14 hours or some shit.
Still a lot.
Yeah. So they're tired. And I guess my dad's like,
what's the time difference?
Like when it was 7 o'clock, they told me it was like 4 in the morning over there or some shit. So
it's like 9 hours.
Like about a 9-hour difference.
So that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Half a day.
Half a break.
So basically, my dad said, "Oh well, we're all gonna go pick them up."
Yeah. So it probably felt like they lost a whole day.
Yeah, basically.
Because it's 14 hours plus the 9. If you add the 9
Is it
hour
plus or
increment,
minus 9 hours? Did they go back?
They went back in time, homie.
Yeah, no. So they had 9 more hours.
Oh, they had 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on the West Coast.
But still, like, their bodies are all fucked up because over there.
Jet lag,
like,
G.
Yeah. So the whole family's gonna go meet them. Yeah.
So what ends up happening is that we go to the airport. Of course, my dad panics a bit. Like, he gets anxiety if shit isn't planned out. If anything goes out of the plan, it kind of fucks up his whole mode.
I know how that goes.
That fue blase.
And nah, he ain't blase.
Nah, he's a word.
Nah, he gets aggro about shit.
He's about organized chaos.
Yeah.
Does he start like either
well,
screaming or taking out people that don't deserve it?
My mom starts telling him like, "Hey, we're probably gonna be a little late if you don't hurry up," because we were cleaning up the house. No, to my dad.
Oh, okay.
Because they still had to clean out their room and shit, and they kind of left it to the last minute to clean out where they were gonna be staying.
Popular fashion, then.
So what ends up happening is like my dad starts getting like, "Oh well, fuck it, we'll just leave it like this, and they'll have to deal with it, and blah blah blah." Like just
fuck them, dog.
Yeah, basically that attitude. And of course we did get it done, and then we headed out to the airport. And 6:30. So we went in LA fucking traffic, G. So we get there like at 7:15 or something.
But this should be fine.
But no, well, my dad, while we were driving, gets an email from Timothy saying, "Hey, we arrived early. Our flight got in a little early." So then my dad starts to panic, like, "Oh, fucking, like, they're gonna be waiting there forever. This looks bad, and blah blah blah." And I'm just like, no, he was just.
Yeah, I mean, he's concerned.
Yeah.
It was the first time meeting his kid.
It wasn't going to what his plan was.
We're trying to win over one of his kids.
Yeah. So basically, he starts panicking and he starts speeding. And my mom tells him to calm down. Like, we'll get there in
Did he
time.
go through the 110? Because that's the worst.
Yeah, 110.
You gotta go 710 to the 105.
Yeah,
that's
but
the best way to LAX.
110 to the 105.
The 110 is horrible,
the 115 to the 110, or I don't know. Anyways,
either way, yeah.
So we get to fucking.
But that's a fast track now, huh?
Yeah.
You gotta pay now.
Yeah,
it's not because I was like that's why the 110's better is because they got the fucking.
Oh, but you know what we did? We did jump in the fast track shit.
Oh, then that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
That's
how long did they have to wait?
Not long.
Like 20 minutes.
Not long.
Forever.
But the problem is that he didn't have any service from his phone company over here. So like, after that email, like he was using the Wi-Fi from the airport to let him know through emails.
From the airport or the plane?
I don't know. Maybe the plane.
Yeah, this is expensive though.
Yeah, but that's why he was like.
Free.
So that's why he was just sending emails.
Yeah,
no, his data provider did let him use internet in the U.S. It's just the problem is that it's browsing is expensive as it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
So he just sent like really quick emails like, "Hey, we're here," and like we're at gate. And then apparently he gave my dad the wrong gate. So we were at the wrong gate, and then they kept emailing back and forth, which is slower than if it was a text or something like that,
just pick up the phone,
or if you just call. So we get there, and now we're all walking through the airport. We finally find him, and of course, my dad tears up and shit. It's his son; he's never seen him ever.
Fuck. Those things have to go right.
Yeah, so
we kept calling him a pussy.
Did he instantly know that was his son though? Like,
my dad knew instantly. He didn't know. He claims that he saw me and he knew. Okay, that's
me.
Yeah, because he just said, "Oh, this random dude just came and hugged me." Like,
was that
because my
hugging randos?
Because my brother had an old picture of my dad. Because the last picture I think my dad sent him was like when he was in his early 30s.
So he thought it was you?
No.
What the fuck?
I was like, Timothy thought you were
No,
his
but
dad?
he said I looked exactly the same like when he got my last picture, I guess. Which is probably
You?
like, yeah.
When'd you send him a picture?
Yesterday.
Like, remember I was emailing? Well, last time I talked about it on the podcast, me and him were emailing back and forth. And I sent him pictures from me and my brother. Well, yeah, it was
Like,
3
you put
years
on a little
ago.
weight, but
Fuck you.
A little though.
you look like a little heavy.
Look out for
Harambe,
dog.
I saw him. Damn, that fool has good eyes or a good imagination.
Hey, dog.
He could picture his food.
Germans are just smarter, dog.
They must be.
So wait, who's the first one to spot him?
My dad.
He spots him.
My dad
he goes
spots
right up
him.
to
He goes right up to him, hugs him, and it's like emotional and shit.
And you guys are just off to the side.
And I'm just like, fuck.
Get down with me, bro. Let's see who's the oldest. You and Michael are just like, look at this little bitch right here.
You can't for that fool's taller than this one.
The German?
I'll swing up.
The fool's towers over this.
I'll swing at his girl.
Michael, you get him. I get the girl.
It might take two.
Just tell Michael, put me on your shoulders, dog.
So you get some mad swings in on him.
We're fucking Voltron over here.
So we get there, and
So it's emotional.
it's an emotional moment.
Do you get emotional?
Yeah, well, I guess a little choked up because I'm like, I've never seen this guy
it's
before.
never
Now he's taking a third of my inheritance. It's like, what the fuck?
all out of a sudden, dog. That fool just shows up. He's like, yo, I got the Beamer. Do I get to take the 323?
But now you're gonna get a big brother for you. Heard positive things about Big Brother.
Nah, and I'm like, how much do I owe you, bro?
What's the Big Brother tax right here? What's the Big Brother tax
this year, bro?
How many pennies I gotta peel you up, homie? So my back don't go out. I ain't want your voodoo on me.
You gotta pay the trolls tolls to get the boy's soul.
So what ends up happening?
Like, what was your mom? She was just kind of like, oh,
No, she was
also like,
happy.
what the
She was
fuck, yeah.
happy because, like, you know.
Well, I mean, like, you see someone you care about, and like, it's obviously like.
Yeah, she saw my dad get emotional and shit, so she got emotional too, and it was an emotional
What about
moment.
Mikey? Where was he at? He was just kind of
on his phone.
He was on his phone.
Yeah, no,
Youngsters, they don't give a fuck.
It was a fresh 18. Fool.
yes, I'm still the youngest, homie.
Thought you was special.
So my dad tells him like, "Oh, so you hungry and all this stuff?" And Timothy's just like, "Nah, I'm tired." Like in his broken English, because it took him a while to get adjusted to English, so where he could talk it normally.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you don't speak Spanish for a long ass time,
And
and
now
then
you don't want to.
you go straight into Mexico and everyone's speaking Spanish. It's like, oh fuck, now I gotta get my speaking chops.
I think I could do it.
It's seamless for me.
No.
Well, that was your
That's just
first
hard for
language.
my
Spanish
ass.
was your first language, right?
Sure.
My shit was Klingon.
Perfect Navi.
Yeah, but this is
Navi, dog.
his second language. He didn't start learning English till like high school.
Like,
To Google.
So till Google, he was just talking through the Google Translate.
low key, dog.
In
If you
college?
don't know any better, you should have just drove that food to the jungles, man. Like to Compton. Just be like, this is where we staying at.
This is where we living at, homeboy. Here's your bulletproof vest, homie.
This is so scary, man.
That's how you make that money, yo. So you're gonna make your
You're gonna stand on this corner, right? They're gonna ask for a 2 special. That's cold.
You should have just bought a gun full of blanks, fool, and just drove that fool through the hood and be like, "You my brother now, right?" And then you start gadding some food, and then you just peel out, huh?
So what's up?
We blind
You ever
now,
seen
huh?
America Me?
So is the skirt gonna hoe out or what? We need that money.
We need to hold down the block.
I did this shit to Mito when he got here. Because there's a cop behind me, and I'm like, oh, he's about to pull me over. There's a gun under your seat. I don't need you to flinch, dog. If he does, I need you to take the rap for it. He started tearing up like, nah, I can't do that shit.
The guy who developed the game.
Yeah. Now he's making games.
Oh, man.
Get caught.
The cop didn't find the gun, though.
Oh, man,
didn't
that's
find
funny.
it. Yo, so he didn't want to eat. He's just like,
Yeah,
fuck it,
so
take me to a
he
bed.
basically just told my dad, like, hey, you know what? Me and Laura, well, his girlfriend, are tired.
Me and this broad.
He's like, me and my girlfriend are tired. So, like, we're really tired. We had the layover in Texas.
Oh, that's your brother talking.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, you can call your girlfriend.
No.
What's mine is yours. That's too far.
Me and Delicious is hella tired.
Me and Delicious want to bring in another bitch into this scenario.
Menage a trois. Y'all guys know that word?
We can make it a quad right now. Quad stack. But
So what ends up happening is that my dad's like, but my dad in his head, he already had a plan to go eat. Get to the airport, go eat at a restaurant.
he romanticized
And
that?
go, yeah, he romanticized the moment. So in his head, that's all he wanted to do.
Like, his head is making sense to me, dog.
Oh my god, that's what's fucked up about it, dog. I supplemented my dad for you, dog. It's like, fuck, dog.
It's like, I know you're tired, but bear with me. This is for me. This
is my moment right now. You're not gonna fuck it up.
You're ruining my moment.
So my dad like is talking to my brother like, oh well, we gotta get you something
Fine
to eat.
dining sizzlers.
Like, now we gotta get you something to eat. And
David Chosh.
And he turns over to like my mom and my brother and me.
Where should we take him?
Yeah, what's a good restaurant we could take him? Like he was trying to lead us and to say that one Mexican restaurant, the El Toro or whatever,
El Torito.
El Torito, is that the one? Is that the one like by Pasadena or some shit?
Fuck, I drive to Pasadena.
So. Yeah, it's something like that.
I think it's El Torito.
Take it in and out, dog. She's bum.
Yeah, so well, he had the plan already. Yeah. So like he was asking like, oh, do we take him to Tui's or do we take him over here? But like in his head, he wanted someone to say that suggestion. Yeah. So nobody was saying the suggestion. He's like, oh, you know what? I got the spot. So we get all the stuff. We get into the car and we're communicating like very briefly, just talking back and forth.
How do you guys fit all in one car?
The Land Rover.
Oh, yeah, this is about what, 6?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Perfect.
So we're driving out of the airport, and then but the thing is that from the airport to Pasadena is a mad trip.
Yeah, dude.
And with traffic, everything because it's a weekday. So we're getting all work traffic.
Yeah.
So we're literally
well, the 110's like the worst.
Yeah. So I'm just like, fuck, like they're completely tired. I'm tired too because I got off of work and I started cleaning my house.
Yeah.
So I was like,
you haven't slept either.
So I haven't slept either. So I'm tired too, and I'm like,
yawning
fuck, man.
Yeah. What is this napping in traffic?
So what ends up, but the thing is my dad keeps asking my brother questions like, oh, so what temperature is it in Germany? All the basic, like, simple ass answers and shit. But like,
turn to the weather when you don't have
exactly.
Yeah.
So we start talking and like very small talk, but then you could tell like we're getting tired because this is already going on like 20 minutes that we're in a car.
The energy's going down.
I mean, just to get out of LAX, it takes about 10.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous.
So we didn't have a sick mix to bring up the energy?
Nah, there was no ups in the mix.
It's just straight up fucking dance techno. Like, this is what you feel like in Germany right now.
Just 3 tracks of 99 lift balloons. 99 lift balloons.
I was like, dude, you should just sing 99 red balloons on the walls.
Oh man!
Whenever you go on trips.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Did they make it to the shit without like to the Torito without knocking out?
No, so they're tired, but they think
they're going on.
They think they're going closer to that. So in their estimation, to get to my house or to get to LA
to the bed,
from where they landed was about like an hour and 15 minutes. So we get all the way to the restaurant, and then it's crowded because it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And this restaurant has $2 tacos.
Oh.
So there's a bunch of people in that shit.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Who don't know?
And your pops is also trying to skim on the goddamn.
Do they got $2 tequilas too?
On the check?
Well, I don't know what the thing was. It's just
that
that fool is a schemer.
So
like, not only did he chose a restaurant, he chose one that was like there's specials on this one.
So we get there like about 9:00, and now we're trying to get seated at this restaurant, and they're like, oh well, it's like a 30 to 45 minute wait. And my dad's like, oh, okay, I guess we'll wait. So we're waiting outside, and like we ran out of the small talk, And then my dad was like, you know what? Let me go see what I can do.
We'll speak to the manager.
Yeah, so my dad gets up and he goes over there. He's like, hey, and you could just see through the window, like he's telling him, like, hey, we don't mind to sit anywhere. Just, hey, that table over there is clear.
Yeah.
Let's sit over there. And then, well,
the
lady's like, oh, well, we don't have the waiter to be over there. So, like, that section's closed off. Like, it's not. Yeah. No, but we could easily sit there. And he starts waving us over before they could even say, like, put the kibosh on it.
No.
So the hostess, she's like, okay, fuck it, like, sit over here. We'll get a waiter out over here.
Which means you guys didn't get food.
Well, so now we're sitting in the restaurant, and they take they just take our drink order.
Yeah.
And then it was like another fucking 20 minutes before anybody shows up. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's because we're in the corner of the restaurant. We're in a section that the employees don't want to go to because they're busy with all this other shit over here.
Yeah, they already have their tables.
Yeah, they already have tables. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so they finally get someone out over there. We get our drinks, and then apparently, like, Timothy's like, well, no, I don't like cheese. And, like, it's a Mexican restaurant. Everything fucking has cheese. So, like, we're trying to go through the menu and shit, and then Laura says she doesn't. Oh, well, his chick says, I don't like spicy food. So it's like, well, what the fuck are we doing here? So I'm tired. These two are tired, and they can't really eat anything on the menu. And my dad's like tripping out because he's like, oh, well, no, just try it. And like
you're being a real fucking snapper right now, dog.
You're fucking this up for me.
You're trying to ruin my moment again, though.
He's like, how do you know you don't like cheese? Are you lactose intolerant? Like, asking him all these questions. And my brother's just like, nah, I just don't like cheese. Like, that's just something I don't like.
Especially American fucking cheese.
So we actually go and get we find the fajitas. Fajitas don't have cheese on them, so
that's just meat.
He gets that, and then I think she just gets like a margarita drink because everything was spicy on the menu, and like she wasn't like having it because she asked for potatoes, and then the waiter's like, we ain't got no potatoes in here, like unless they're like slathered in spiciness and shit. So she basically just had like a margarita. Why did they just
get her tacos without any like?
Well, I think that's what they wanted to do, but she wasn't hungry.
Oh,
like,
okay.
She does not eat a lot. Like she eats like the definition of a bird. Like very little bit.
Regular people?
Basically.
Not some fat Americans.
Fuck, and that's another thing, dog. I didn't realize how our portions were all out of whack, dog.
That we're some fucking beasts?
Because, dude, every single time they were like, what the fuck? Like, this is a huge-ass plate. And
you're like, this baby thing? I could fuck two of these.
I started noticing it. I'm like, fuck, dog, we do eat a lot. Like, straight up.
You're like, yo, this is 2 for $5 Big Mac Day, dog. Yo, y'all ruined this.
2 for $5, homie. It's celebration time.
Arthur puts this shit down in 10 minutes.
Hey, dog, not even, dog.
Eats 2 Big Macs in 10 minutes.
Like 3 minutes, homie.
This was a monster,
dog. Yo, so they're just too tired. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, so we're there for like maybe
30 minutes.
An hour and 30 minutes or some shit. From when we got set down.
To carry, like, keep the energy up.
Keep the energy up, but we're all tired.
And then just drop the sick beef.
So basically, just small talk and shit, getting to know each other. Then finally, it's like, okay, well, now we need to drive over. So Pasadena to my house is fucking a distance because we just drove like an hour that way.
To their arcade is not that far.
At this point, you got to remember that they're exhausted and I'm exhausted.
Yeah, so it just seems forever.
So it's like, oh no, we left from
from your pad?
From my pad.
So he's driving you guys back.
Yeah, so he's driving us to my pad.
Yeah.
So, but it's taking a mad minute, and I'm like, I was hoping that he would say, oh, well, you know what?
Let's just stay at our house for today.
Nah, I was just hoping to get the fuck out of there. I was tired.
He was hoping they'd literally just get dropped off.
Well, no, what the fuck? Did he go show them their house first?
Well, that's what he wanted to do. And then my mom, like, said, nah, that's not cool. Like, you gotta... And he's like, okay, well, we'll do it tomorrow then. So we get to, like, my pad, like, around...
We gotta ruin everything.
Like, 11:30-ish? 11...
Fuck.
So they finally put down their stuff and they're resting. So, like, in my head, I'm like, that's mad inconsiderate of my pops just to be like, fuck it. I know you've had a long trip. Because the last thing on a long trip, the first thing you want to do is put down your bags and rest for like 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like just
unwind
and shit. But like their trip is over at this point, and they're like,
they
okay.
put their bags down.
So they put their bags down, and then my dad's like, okay, and then I'm gonna be here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m, and we'll go eat. Like we'll start doing events at 8. And then they were like, and I'm like, Dad, like 12 o'clock. And my mom was like 12 o'clock as well. Like, that they won't head over to my pad till 12. So the activities won't start till 12. So my dad's like, fine, okay, fine. We'll do that. So they leave, and then we all go to sleep because we're all exhausted. They wake up like at 6 because it's like their afternoon or some shit. It's like they went for a nap and they woke up.
Yeah.
And I guess I woke up at 7 because I had to take my dogs outside.
Yeah.
And then I see them, and they're like, that they're hungry. They tell me that they're hungry, and I'm like, well, fuck, like.
I don't have shit.
Well, I do have food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's cereal, there's all this other stuff.
There's plans that were made.
And no, well, then I think it was either his girlfriend or one of them suggested, oh, well, we want pancakes. Like, can you make us pancakes? And I'm like, I have the stuff to make pancakes, but in my head, I don't want to fucking make pancakes. I'm like, you know what? There's an IHOP. We could go to the IHOP if you want. So they're like, oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the IHOP. So they get dressed and shit, and I'm contemplating whether I'm going to call my dad to come over, but I'm like, nah, he's going to stress out everybody at the other house because he's going to be like,
fucking ready, we gotta go.
Exactly. Everybody needs to get ready. Everybody needs to get dressed. That's just going to start a whole shit at the other house. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take them, and I'll eat the shit later.
I already see where this is going. Though.
Yeah, so... I fucking
Arthur, what the fuck did you do?
Ruined the plan.
So I take him to IHOP.
Because I'd snap at him too. Like, dude, why would you deviate from the plan? We had a plan.
Did we not talk about it? You said it wasn't gonna be early enough, and it did end up working.
So like 8 o'clock we go eat. No. Like 8:30ish. 8:30ish. Well, I don't think it was working.
Just hit him with the, hey, I got the hooker right here. This is his family.
Take another shit.
And that's when you take out the gun for
just do a fucking
you
robbery.
You seen Boys in the Hood? Doughboy.
So basically,
you should have said Training Day just on loop. In your house. This is
fucking
LA.
King Kong. You got nothing on me. Nah, so I end up taking them to IHOP. We eat and everything.
They like it?
They like it. It's super fucking sugary as fuck because they order like some...
Like caramel fucking...
She ordered like some fucking crepes with like chocolate on them or some shit. And like it was just way too sugary for breakfast. Sugary. I'm
fucking Jack, bro.
So we get back to... we finish eating like around 11ish.
Right when they're gonna go.
No, like 10:30. We're in the car. We get at my pad at 11, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta drop the news because if they get over here, my dad's gonna be like, I already have the plan of we're gonna go eat.
Let's go get breakfast.
Yeah, let's go eat.
They're like, oh, we're not hungry, and they're like,
exactly. So
what did you do?
So I call my dad.
You do what Nestor would do.
Yeah, I called my dad and I told
blame them like, hey, they were fucking starving. What you? I'm gonna be in.
I'm saying his dad's gonna do what you would do.
Well, let me keep going then. So I tell my dad, look, I took them to breakfast. They woke up super early and they were hungry and they wanted pancakes. So I took them to IHOP. Yeah. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? You already gave them breakfast. Why didn't you call me and all this other shit? Like, just give it, like, basically yelling at me and shit. And I'm like, look, they were hungry, so I took them. Yeah. And sorry about that, but that's what happened. Yeah. So he was like, fine, whatever. So then...
Fucking dick.
So he gets to my pad like around 12:20ish. And then he's like, okay, so are you guys ready to eat? And...
Because he's still hungry.
Yeah, because he's still hungry. Because he made sure that he didn't eat anything. He made sure not to eat anything because that was his plan. His plan was to go have breakfast with his sons and his wife and all that shit. So his plan was to go eat. So he's like, oh, well, you know what? Before we do anything, we got to go to eat. And it's like, oh, well, technically, my dad could have just gone to like a McDonald's, grabbed like a couple burgers, and then he would have been full and
Nah,
shit.
B.
That's not how it was gonna play out.
Killing joke when you had just ate pan and this was like, hey, I'm hungry. Let's go to In-N-Out after. Dog.
More of a suggestion. No,
The difference is that this fool's dad has all the power in all the situations.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? No.
So my dad's like, okay, so we're gonna go. He's like, if anything, you guys can just get something to drink. So I was like, fuck it. I guess we're going to Tui's. So we head out. We head out to Tui's. And my dad keeps dropping the fucking like passive aggressive joke of like, oh, but you guys already ate. Fucking Arthur took you, but passive aggressive, like trying to say it like funnily, but he's just being it like, obviously he's fucking pissed, but he's putting on a face.
He shots at art.
Yeah, so he's pissed, and he's just like,
I don't know if you guys just wouldn't have deviated from the plan.
Exactly. You guys, oh, you know what? There's this really good burger. Oh, but you guys already ate, right? Oh, that sucks. These pancakes are much better than the ones you just had. So basically just throwing shade my way, and I'm just like, fuck it. I did it, and fuck it, whatever. So we get to Tui's, and then he's like, so then he makes them order food. So he's like, no, just order food.
I don't like eating alone.
So of course,
put something on the plate.
So of course, my brother and my mom were hungry. My brother and my mom were hungry because they didn't go to IHOP. But then he's like, okay, so you should order something, right? And I'm like, well, I'm not hungry. And he's like, well, order some. I'll order you something. So he orders me like some chicken strips or some shit.
Typical Arthur food.
He's making you a kid again like that.
That's what I'm saying. It was like
with a one-sided move. Not only did he give you baby food with chicken strips, but he ordered for you and chose for
That fool gave us some chicken tendies, bro. That's what's up.
Chicken fingers.
So then basically, and then he's like, oh, let's get a plate of onion rings for the table. And it's like everybody needs to try these. They're delicious. So then we all forced to fucking eat.
He's not gonna eat all the onions by himself. He's not an asshole.
Yeah. So then, and then he even makes Timothy, because Timothy had said the day before,
I don't like cheese.
No, that he didn't like cheese.
Eat these fucking nachos, boy.
But he said
these mozzarella cheese.
He said he loved root beer, but in Germany, root beer is not a popular drink, so nobody really sells it. And since they have root beer here, yes,
float or what?
That's exactly what he did. He's like, "Oh, you have to try this root beer float." And Timothy, he can put down food.
He's Mexican, though.
That fool's got chops.
Yeah.
But
like, his girl?
Oh no, his girl couldn't eat shit.
She's not Mexican. I mean, she's got a little Mexican.
He told.
She goes away here now.
I feel that.
So basically, what happened was, so because he could put down food. Because he was telling us that, like, in Germany, he would always order his plate, finish his food, and then he'd be eating from other people's plates.
He's a competitive eater over there?
No. He just...
You're disgusting.
His girlfriend leaves, like, half the food.
He's just pounding it.
Yeah.
So his girlfriend always leaves, like, a quarter of the food, so he always finishes it. Like
so
he says,
Mexican in him, though.
Yeah, he says he feels.
I'll be lying though.
Yeah,
I mean, this was known to put down some 2 for $5s.
And he's like, oh, he said he
the weekend of 2 for $5.
You should have seen when he saw me eat the Big Mac, the fucking. We took him to In-N-Out and we had fucking those burgers. I fucking chowed him down. He kept up with me in the sense that, like, in
you got
speed,
a single, he got double.
Like that fool knocked down 3, dog. I was like, fuck, dog.
So I took down 5.
I knocked down 2, and I was like, fucking.
You had a big brother.
I guess, I don't know.
Your cute little brother. Just give you a little chin.
I fool took down 3 In-N-Out burgers, dog. I was like, what?
This day's work though.
Wait,
doubles or singles?
Singles.
That ain't shit.
I thought like 3 dubs.
I was like,
nah.
That's a day's work. 3 singles. That's child's play.
Anyways, I'm jumping way ahead of the stuff. So basically,
you didn't even get to meet the friends. Like, you could just see what these fools could put down, dog.
So basically, like, man, I was just throwing jabs at me the whole time, and he had his root beer float and shit, and it was all cool.
Keep good company around there.
Yeah. So basically, after that, I'm trying to remember what happened. We did something. Fuck, I can't even remember. It's been a while.
Was the time you went to Universal or no?
No. Universal was the next day, I think.
Nah,
because it's
already 12. Why the fuck would they go to amusement park like when half the day's gone?
I'm trying to remember what else we did. I just remember that was a big thing.
Was that the day you went to the beach?
No, that was the next day, the beach.
So then did you go to Universal that day?
No, because Universal was like in the morning kind of shit. It was fuck, man.
Maybe
no.
he took you guys to see his house, right?
No, we haven't seen the house yet. I try to remember the fucking thing.
Park.
Because I remember
museum.
the plan was to go. It was to go see a movie. That's right.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, well, let's go to the mall and just walk around the mall.
Because he wanted to show him a mall because he thought they hadn't seen
it. Yeah, because he apparently told my mom that in Germany there was no malls.
What Timothy told?
No, my dad told my mom that. So,
well, yeah, when he was stationed out there, fucking
exactly
30 years before.
That's what I'm saying, right?
But that fool's right though all the time.
But my dad's always
mind frames right now.
My dad's always right. So in his head, he already established that Germany doesn't have any malls.
This was fucking handle right now.
This was a wealth of information, and that's what reality is for everybody.
So basically,
he puts people on shit.
He's trying to put fools on malls.
So we head over to the San Antonio Mall. And then he's like, oh, so have you seen one of these before, Timothy? And Timothy's like, yeah, we have them in Germany. It's just they're just not as big, but like, yeah, we got malls. And my dad kind of like, oh, okay, I guess.
He's
like,
been stumped.
And then he goes, well, you know what? We'll go catch a movie.
He's got to impress him.
Yeah.
He's not gonna look like a bitch.
So
why not?
You got malls?
So basically,
almost like the racetrack is more like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we ended up walking around
America's opulence, though.
But my brother just wanted to see like fast food chains and all that
this
shit.
Is Lane Bryant right here, big bitches out here.
So basically, we walk around. They do shopping and shit.
He's just in a bench, fucking hating life.
And then fucking my brother, my dad sees a Verizon kiosk.
And he's like, let's get him a phone.
He's like, oh well, let's see how much it would cost to put
a SIM card in his phone.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, to get
like an extra line for the month.
For the month, like traveler shit.
Yeah.
So he goes over there, and apparently, like, they take about like 45 minutes to try to figure that shit out. Nothing happens, and then I accidentally say like, oh well, why don't you just get one of those little
prepaid?
The hotspots. A hotspot.
You guys should have just got him a prepaid phone.
That's what we should have done, but
it's been like 45.
A hotspot, like one of those like moving Wi-Fi's.
Yeah, because what
how fucking dumb that is. Like.
Well, it was like $40.
Just because them shits run through data, like
yeah, but it said $40. It said $40
unlimited data
on the thing, not unlimited. It was limited at I think like 10 gigs a month or something. No.
10 gigs is good.
No, 2. It was like 2 gigs. It was something.
That's regular plan.
Yeah, that's a regular plan, and it was like $10 a month. And then you just need to decide a 2-year contract. And I'm like, I'll pay the $10 and fucking, I'll have these 2 gigs like for fun, whatever.
And you can use it at work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's
for work.
I got it.
Yeah, that's exactly why I got it.
Me little fuck.
Well, I was gonna pay for it and shit, and then all of a sudden, like,
nah, B.
My pops was like, no, I got it. And then out of nowhere, the fucking salesman, because my dad tells me it's cool that he's going to handle it. The salesman, man, fucking pulls a fast one on my dad. He just fucking added a line to our current plan. And then charged them full price for the fucking little device, which was like $140 something. And then he didn't add, there was no data added. So he was just on our 10 gigs of data.
Oh.
And I didn't realize that shit till like maybe 2 or 3 days later. And I'm like, well, fuck. And then he's like, oh, well, you're going to handle it, right? And I'm like, I guess I'll have to handle it.
Like what you
he signed the contract. Like everything's legit. So either I pay $175 to get out of the contract, or I got to keep paying this stupid fucking $10. So I'm like, I basically have to pay the $175, but I have to do that like.
Yeah, because it's better than paying $240.
Yeah.
That's what $10
should be. Yeah. So it's like either I get out of this shit right now, because our contract's I think our contract's probably close to expiring already. So basically, he added 2 years.
You guys get your phone, I get my phone.
Yeah.
Wait, then if your contract's in big, why don't you just drop one of the lines and then just, since that's a line already.
I don't know. Gee, I have to look into it.
Let's not try to figure it out.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm just trying to solve problems. For this. Problem solving. $175.
So basically, he got too hyped and just got bamboozled by a salesman.
Yeah, basically the salesman took him.
It happens.
So basically, what then
goes back and fucks that fool.
Hey, Kyle, get your ass over here. Oh, man. Nah, so...
Get them, boys.
So then after we do that, we...
The Avila beatdown?
The 4 Avila, man.
So we do all that.
Das Avila.
Das Avila.
What movie did you guys watch?
So we go up to they have a theater.
Uh-huh.
And then my dad's like, oh, well, Ghostbusters. We could watch Ghostbusters. And then they were like, nah, let's watch.
We fucking hate women.
No. My brother was like, you know what?
This is, would you want to rape my child?
Because apparently, like when my dad and Timothy were emailing back and forth, when he was a kid, he told him that Ghostbusters was his favorite movie, the original. When he was like 10 or 11. Yeah. So
I like it.
So my dad's like, oh, we could see the new Ghostbusters, and then
that was hype.
And then Timothy was like, no, you know what? He goes over and him and his girlfriend are talking, and then finally he goes, you know what? We've been wanting to see Pets.
Secret Life of Pets.
The Secret Life of Pets.
Fuck, they have shit taste.
So I'm like, okay, we'll go watch that shit, and it was okay. It was a kids movie. Yeah.
Did they like it?
He loved it. He said he loved it. He's a cat person.
He's German, that's why.
Look, did your dad ever feel slighted because he's not really talking to his son? Like he's like his son. Timothy has to make decisions through his girl. Like it felt like they had to like talk about it on the side and then come back. All right, we made our decision.
Well, the reason it was like that because it would get conflict with me and my mom and me would get pissed. Because
your dad was just trying to impose his will?
No, because he's usually we're gonna do this, always imposing his will. But because he didn't want to give the semblance of like we're doing whatever Timothy wants, he still wanted to retain power. He wouldn't tell us what we were doing until he got the okay from Timothy. But it was like that's why we never knew what the actual plan was.
Because it's nice guy Armando.
Yeah, because it's my dad being on his best behavior.
Because he's trying to romance somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So basically...
I don't know that version.
Shit to the people.
Right?
Oh, man. So...
Motherfuckers will walk through downtown.
The architecture, though.
For the beautiful fucking architecture.
With jeans and some fucking weak-ass Adidas. Blister in my feet and shit.
So, anyways, my dad...
This fool walk the goddamn strip. Bro.
Oh, my God.
There's a difference, though. There's an end game.
They're both imaginary, though.
Sadly.
So, we end up seeing the movie, and then we get back, and that's the end of the day. Then I think it's Thursday, and then they're like, oh, well, we're going to Universal. And I had just went to Universal, like you had heard on the pod that I went to Universal for Harry Potter.
Is this your day off, or are you fucking asking for favors?
Thursday
is at midnight.
I have to go in at work at midnight. But I'm like, fuck it. As long as we get back to my pad like at 9, I could catch an hour nap and then go to work.
Yeah. Well, didn't you sleep the night before?
Yeah, I slept a bit.
Yeah.
But still.
Or were you still not sleeping while they were
Well, because remember, I woke up at 7 in the morning.
The fool standing over people.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like 6 hours or some shit.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the day was outside. And then
but doing shit with people drains. Like
for me especially, though, I'm mad introvert. And
because now you're just like playing this person that's
I'm
like
special,
interested
dog.
in the mall.
Like my psychic tells me.
So you're basically forced to go to Universal?
Not forced. It was more like, oh, well, you want to go? And then my little brother.
Universal's fun.
I had just been there, and my brother had just been there, but we're like, fuck it. I guess me and you will. Because the problem is that my brother was gonna be forced to go no matter what.
Yeah.
Because he's still
in the house.
He lives in the household.
He still lives in the house.
Dependent.
Exactly. So he has no say.
I'm going. I'm like, can my girl go too?
So basically,
she wasn't allowed.
What ended up happening?
No skirts?
There's only one skirt allowed for Army skirt for and Tim's skirt.
Older bro.
So they have each. So my dad has my mom.
Arthur wears skirts.
Tim has his girl, and Mike's gonna be by himself.
And Mike's gonna be by himself. I'm like, well, that's not cool. And I said, fuck it, I'll just join. And me and Mike
You should
Me
have
and
not
Mike could
gone and
just
just be
kick
like,
it.
see how it feels when no one wants to hang out with you.
You start guilting him. You wouldn't go to the baseball game, but I'm here for you, dog.
You start guilt tripping them. We only got each other.
Where's she at now, dog? Where's she at now, dog?
If I need a kidney, though, you owe me one.
He starts touching his side.
It's just healthy, right?
His kidneys and shit. Some straight creepo shit.
So the plan was to go to Universal. So we go to Universal, and then
do you take your Harry Potter robe and everything?
Nah.
You are gonna be the real.
You
You're not gonna be real.
I can't be
art.
art. I can't be art. I can't be
Your
art.
your parents were like, "Yo, I'm ready, dog. I'm goofed up. Homie.
Can't be out here lifting chocolate frogs, bro.
Nah.
5 fingers, homie.
$3.99, homie.
You have to.
So we get to Universal, and then like our first thing was to go into. We were trying to figure out the theme, and my dad was like, "Oh, so what should we do first?" And I'm like, "Well, we could go do Waterworld," and he's like, "Oh, well, that already started. We can't do that. So what do we do now?" And he's like, "Oh, well, let's look at the map." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I gave a suggestion. I'm like, "Well, the AMC Walking Dead shit just opened. We could go check that out. It's just like a walkthrough and shit." And he goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, we could go do that." So we start walking, but my dad's like walking in front of everybody. Like he's like at least 20,
He's leading it.
20 steps to where we're supposed to go. So now we're trying to weave through traffic because it's busy as fuck. Like surprisingly for a Thursday.
Yeah. It's probably a no blackout date or something
Probably.
where people could just go with.
And a lot of tourists were there too.
I was like, it's August.
Yeah.
And
Oh, no, it's July.
It was July.
It's true. It's like the kids are about to go
it's
to
summer,
school.
dude.
Yeah. It's summer. It's the
That's
middle
what
of
it's
summer.
people, dude.
Yeah.
So we had we're basically we're all running towards the thing trying to catch up, and then Timothy and his girlfriend disappear from us because they want to take pictures with there was a Doc Brown.
Yeah.
Doc Brown. So
That's fewer.
That's what I'm saying. Hein?
Das für an 80s gear.
Do you still have plutonium?
They're spies, bro.
Where's Musin Squirrel?
Where are they?
Oh, that's Russian, huh? yeah. So his girlfriend wants to take the paper. So then my dad starts freaking. Like he's pissed. He's like, "Well, where are they at? Where are they at?"
I've lost my son.
He's like, and I'm like, "They're taking pictures." He's like, "Oh, they could do that later." He's like yelling at us. Like, "Well, I can't stop him." Like, this is their trip. That's what I tell him.
Yelled at for some other food.
But he's also acting like he's like it's you guys that have been there and seen it.
Exactly.
And like...
No. But my dad, he has a checklist on his head. So he wants to knock out tasks. And the fact that it diverted into, Timothy and his girlfriend wanted to take a picture.
Do what the fuck they want to do. They're supposed to do what he wants
and
to do.
That wasn't part of the plan. You're going off the fucking schedule. We
ruining
just
the day.
decided that we were going to go do this Walking Dead thing. And now you're trying to go off on your own shit. So that pissed off my dad. But he only was yelling at me. And my mom was like, "Oh, well, it's like
the middle child's fault." Fucking
It's a burden, dog.
Heavy burden, my boy.
So basically, so we have to wait there. But finally, we go do the whole haunted thing.
How did you get through that 3 weeks without smoking weed, dog? Like, low-key, I feel like you needed it, dog.
Nah.
Smoke break, dog.
That would have been hype, but nah.
Hey, yo, time out. Oh, yeah, keep you yelling, bro.
Gotta do dope things on dope.
So we finished the Walking Dead thing, and then we're like, "Oh, well, the special effects show is about to start," and then they turn us away because the thing got filled up. It's full. So it's like, fuck. So then that's throwing everything off. And it was one of the hottest days in LA.
It was hot, yeah.
Yeah, on that Thursday, it was at least like 101, 102, some shit like that.
Yeah, Waterworld seems like a good idea.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said let's do
Jurassic
Waterworld because we got there and we ate. Technically, that was another funny thing. We got there and we ate at that cowboy restaurant. Shit, Saddle Ranch. We ate at the Saddle Ranch.
You didn't see any hood rats there?
No, it was early in the morning.
The rats don't come out till 9.
And we were there sitting and eating till like 11:30. We got there early.
Pounding or what?
No, we're just eating food and
talking.
Did you ride the bull?
Nah. It wasn't on. Nothing. We weren't inside. We had to sit outside. So it was pretty hot. It was still the morning, but it was.
Oh, you guys had to sit outside. That's terrible.
Yeah, because they didn't have enough wait staff.
The only benefit about eating is eating inside of the AC.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
You should just show them the vlog and just be like, you pretty much see Universal now.
So basically, what do we do next? Oh yeah, so we finish eating. We're already in Universal, but
yeah.
So I tell him, I'm like, the next show for Waterworld after we finished The Walking Dead was 3 o'clock, but it was like 2:10. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's just go wait in line, and we could choose our seats because you got to choose your seats for the best experience of Waterworld. You have to, dog.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
because we sat all the way up there, and it sucked.
Seen it a million times. I could give a fuck.
But they said people haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And my mom hasn't seen it in like.
Because of shade.
Yeah.
I made an exact decision.
Yeah.
And we're there late.
Low key though, my favorite seat's always in the splash zone because I like it.
Splash zone is dope. But also, like, even near the splash zone, because you're not getting soaked, but you're still getting wet.
Nah, splash zone.
But honestly, the middle bleachers are the best.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a splash zone.
So I tell them, I'm like, well, let's just wait in line. And then they're like, oh, well, it's too early to wait in line. Let's go see Shrek. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I didn't see Shrek last time. And my little brother's like, oh, we have to see it. So, because him and his girlfriend had saw Shrek before.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
not that good, dog.
So I'm like, okay, fuck it. Let's go to Shrek then. And then the thing is that we went to Shrek and it's a 53-minute wait. The same would have been if we would have waited for fucking Waterworld. And I'm like, well, it's the same fucking wait. And my dad's like, no, we'll do this one and then we'll head over there and go watch Waterworld. I'm like, okay, fine, fuck it. We'll do it. And so we're just waiting in this long ass line because these lines, we didn't have the fucking fast pass or anything like that. So we're waiting these long ass fucking lines, and I'm already kind of like, we're doing line in this other one when we could be at Waterworld. I'm like, it's hot.
We're gonna get wet.
Me and heat is not a good combination.
Yeah.
But it was manageable because I didn't lose my shit or anything. I wasn't like, it wasn't overtly hot.
To Shrek is like where they have all the water stuff where you could go and get
yeah. So I'm like,
not
fuck
anymore.
it. No, that's not water stuff.
No, they moved that. They
don't
moved
have
that
that
stuff where
Nickelodeon
Despicable Me's at.
The
water stuff, so where Despicable Me's at.
Oh, all right.
So basically,
I haven't been there like a lot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we're waiting in line. Takes about an hour to get to. No, it takes 50 minutes to get into the inside, but then in the inside is like another 15-minute wait.
Yeah.
Where they're doing like their own little show and shit.
Yeah.
And then finally we get into the seats. And then the thing starts. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I just see my little brother laughing his ass off. And I'm like, what the fuck are we watching? Like, because this is like janky 4D. Like, our experience at the fucking, when we watched SpongeBob, was a better 4D than this 4D.
Well, yeah, it's old as fuck.
It's old as fuck. I didn't know how old it was, but...
What do you think I said, let's not go?
Yeah, and...
It's like 10 years or 12 years old.
Oh my God.
It was there when I used to go.
Yeah, so, oh my God. And I was like, what the fuck is it? And my brother's just laughing his ass off. Like,
because of how bad it is?
He just kept looking at me like, this is amazing, dog.
He argued him, dog. He bashed in paradise.
Yeah, he learned from the best, dog. He learned from the best.
Little women that laid him so hard.
Respect.
Oh, man. So he got me dirty on the first one.
But what the fuck did your stepbrother?
Oh, they loved it. Well, they were like, "Oh, it's really nice."
It's their first time there.
But think about it. It's their first time. They haven't seen any of the other attractions yet. So technically, it was the right move to make. Because if you were gonna see Shrek, it should be the first one you see because of how bad it is.
And then I'll build
by comparison.
Even if not, if you like Shrek, it's just if it's your first time watching, it's like, oh, this is cool.
Low key though, Waterworld is right in the entrance. Like, you start off.
Waterworld's hype, dog.
You start off with a bang, then the rest of your day, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Bang plays.
I guess.
But these fools ain't thinking at that level. I mean, or shit, get Harry Potter out of the fucking way.
No, but I had told him, I'm like, let's just go to Jurassic. Yeah. Fuck, get soaked, and then we could dry off real mad quick.
Oh yeah, like just get everything in the bottom. Done,
everything in the bottom, and then go and start working our way back to the entrance.
Straight up, do the bottom, do the studio tour, and then just start working from the back towards the front. Yeah, that makes more sense.
So, but then my dad was like, "Oh, well, you wanted." He's like, "Oh yeah, well that was good." And then he's like, "Oh, let's go see if we can make Waterworld." But Waterworld had already started, so I'm like, "Well, fuck." The next one's at like 4 or 5. I forgot what the next show is at. It's like every hour, so it might have been like 4. But then at that point, I told my dad, I'm like, you know what, you keep kibashing my selections, and it's hot, so I fucking tell him like, low key, I'm not gonna give any more suggestions. You run this shit.
Just tell us where you want to go.
Exactly, tell us, because you're gonna put up a bitch fit if basically we don't do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So my dad takes control of the situation.
You have lost.
And then from there,
you don't have that attitude where someone snaps, so you gotta snap even hard.
Nah,
you gotta take that L, though.
You gotta take
that fucking
L's.
make it miserable.
Oh my god.
Nah, low key, you just go get a handicap pass and just start.
How?
Take a fat friend. Huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We didn't have one.
I mean, Arthur was the.
I was the fattest one there.
Low key, or start. They don't have like Disney where you could go get a fast pass.
You could pay for a fast pass, but it's like $50 a ticket extra.
Ooh, extra.
So it's like, well, fuck, that ain't worth it.
No, but it's not like Disney where you could go and grab fast passes.
No, it's not like that. No. And the thing that made me laugh is that my mom kept bugging my dad. Is like, she keep telling him, you should have paid the extra 50. You should have paid the extra 50. Yeah. And I'm just like, fuck, dude, this is. My dad, I can already tell, is pissed. Yeah. Like, because he's like getting shit from my mom. Yeah. And basically we're waiting in these long ass lines. Because when we went, it was chill because summer had just started and kids, I think, were either they had just got out or it was like not vacation time.
Wednesday, so it was like middle.
No, but we went on a Wednesday and it was like in the beginning of June. We
just make executive decisions that were properly done.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't take a guy who'd torpedo the whole thing. Torpedo it hard.
So
I'm over it. Though.
What is they talking about? Nah, we're not gonna do that.
Nope. So then we just do all the things, and
eventually you guys start getting into all the rides, right?
Yeah, but they're taking each like a fucking. No, after Shrek, we went to go see the special effects, and we were waiting in that line for about an hour.
Why do the weakest shit like not Transformers?
Well, because I didn't know what special effects, and my brother hadn't gone to it either, so we were like both didn't know what it was about.
They've always done,
but I haven't been there in the longest one.
Right, yeah,
it's the one that they used to do down there. They just moved it up.
It's dope though. That big
but
I
hadn't seen that shit in the longest.
Little wolf comes out.
The big wolf comes out.
So we basically, and then we get some shitty seats because we're like in the back. So we get the left side, like where the entrance is, but like in the back, so you can't really get a good visual of all the special effects shit. And I'm laughing at this point because I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, this is the.
It's almost a passive aggressive laugh. Like,
yeah, of course, but it's me and my little brother, so it's like
failing though.
Yeah,
you've led us to this.
So then we get out of the special effects, and of course my brother likes it. He's like, Timothy likes it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's good. He's never seen anything like that before. So then the fact
that they love Transformers is like they're like this whack
So
shit.
we didn't go to Transformers. Oof. We did I think everything but Transformers, studio tours, and
what? So the best parts of Universal. Well, they're not gonna understand.
No, well, I did studio tours. That shit does not hold up.
All holds up, baby.
Nah, the best part of that is King Kong and it's just shaking the shit out of you.
Nah, the Flash Flood, dog.
You know what? Maybe I had a bad experience last time because I didn't get to see my favorite part.
I was laughing that we didn't get to see it.
What's your favorite part?
The Flash Flood.
Oh, the fake Flash Flood, but we didn't.
But we were sitting in the front.
Oh, so you couldn't see it?
You couldn't. The way the guy parked,
they took it out. This was like, wow, that sucks. And then I'm like, no, it's coming, but we're not gonna get to see it. And it's
Flash
like,
flood, the earthquake.
Yeah.
I started yelling.
The earthquake. I didn't even know there was.
People were laughing though, like this is an asshole.
Yeah.
Because I'm just fake, like, is this real?
Oh
is
man,
this really happening?
Did you guys do Harry Potter?
Yeah, I think that was the right afterwards, and that one we were waiting. That line was fucking long, dude. Like an hour and a half. And I'm like, fuck, I have
So
just
did it
went
cut
on
the
this
lines?
ride. We couldn't, dude.
You could have just
Nah, we couldn't
bolted?
dip.
hit the blocker.
Fuck, man. This is my mom. That was hype, though.
You have to, fool.
Nah, next time I have to take Juan because
I'm a
that fool
schemer,
fucking
dog.
schemed us into
And
like
it's
everything.
not like your pops is gonna be like, nah, we can't cut. He's
Nah.
like, let's go, fuck it.
Nah,
That
Paul-
fool's with the mode. Fool.
the problem
Yeah.
was that there's too many of them. This was perfect.
Yeah,
fit.
yeah, we had 4, so we were able to scheme our way into shit.
You could still scheme it. Fool.
But because oh
Damn.
no, yeah, it was 4 of us, right? Yeah, it was 4.
You just
But
gotta
we
act
had
indignant,
6
fool.
people. So we're waiting in this long ass line. We go through Harry Potter. It's like an hour and a half for a 20-minute ride.
you
Yeah,
spit-
if that.
Did you spit at the Death Eaters like Adrian?
Nah.
So you did Harry Potter, then you guys did what? Despicable Me?
No, then we did the fucking that little roller coaster, which was hilarious to me.
The Harry Potter one?
Yeah, because apparently Timothy's girlfriend doesn't like any fast rides.
And did you guys end up do the Mummy?
So we forced her to get. Oh no, but that would have been too harsh. That would have been fucked up. We did do the Mummy, but that was only my mom,
Oh, you didn't trick her on it?
Michael, me, and Timothy.
You should have tricked her on it.
Nah, that would have been fucked up.
Your pops also don't like that shit?
Huh?
Your pops don't like fast
No, he
food?
likes it, but he felt bad that
She was gonna
Timothy's
stay
girlfriend
outside.
was gonna be the only one outside.
Say 10 seconds.
Yeah, but the line's like 25 or 30. So
It's like, go watch Backdraft.
She should have just waited in line because it's more refreshing in there, anyways.
true.
And then you just wait by the exit like everyone.
Yeah, well, the Mummy was our last ride, so it was just more like, let's get this shit out of the way. But that one's by far my favorite.
Did they like Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So we finally get. I'm at this point. I'm getting a headache because I'm like,
Yeah. It's just too much to deal with.
6:00. We had just finished watching, Waterworld, which was dope because we sat next to the splash zone.
Yeah. So you got a little water,
And
but not too
yeah,
much.
and a little water, not too much.
Did you guys cheer for the bad guy?
Nah, we didn't do that. You had to cheer for the good guy. Not confused tourist. Oh my god.
You have to.
All right. Then what happened?
So fucking
You're getting a headache. You're fucking over it.
yeah, I'm over it at this point.
Low key, if your dad's like, okay, now let's go to City Walk.
Well, his plan was to do the beach that day as well, but I'm like, no, I got,
You gotta go to work.
yeah, and so
Just call off, dog.
basically that's what he said. But my mom's like, no, you can't just call off. That's rude and all this other shit. So my mom had my back.
To be funny, like, they stop being up on though.
Come party with me, bro.
So what ends up happening is that we're going down all those fucking escalator shits,
Uh-huh.
and I just tell them straight up, I'm like, you know what? I'll wait here at Panda Express because there's a Panda Express by there. I'm like, just leave out because we couldn't find a fucking locker because it was packed.
Yeah.
So we were waiting for a locker, I'm like, you know what? Just leave all your shit here with me at Panda Express. You guys go do the ride,
I'll
and
wait for
then
you here.
I'll wait for you here. So I waited like close to an hour and a half. But I was playing Pokemon Go because low key, the Panda Express was a Pokestop. So
Oh, okay.
it was all Gucci.
Plus there's AC inside.
No, I was actually outside.
The idiot.
But it was already like, nah, it had already cooled down a bit. And there's the umbrellas and shit.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I wasn't directly in the sun and shit. So I'm waiting there. I'm just like, fuck, I want to go home already. And then
Low-key,
they come
I
back.
just might Uber it home.
They come back and they're laughing because they're all soaked and shit. Because
Yeah.
you know,
Did they buy the photo and shit?
yeah, I think Timothy bought a photo. And it was funny. It was they had a blast and shit. And that's when my dad tells them about the Mummy, like, oh, you need to do the Mummy because that's the last one down here, and then we'll head home.
Huh.
And then Laura's like, well, I don't like fast rides because she panicked and she didn't like the fucking Harry Potter roller coaster, which is like the
Nothing.
smallest thing ever.
Take her to Six
Ah.
Flags.
Oh my god, that would have been horrible if we took her to Six Flags. She wouldn't have done anything.
I've been hyped though.
So it ends up being that my brother says, well, I'll go on if Art goes on. And then my mom's like, well, then I'll go on if Art goes on. So then it was like, well, I guess I got to go on. So Timothy, my mom,
you just sat
and my
out
brother.
the last one.
Yeah, I just sat out the last one. So they're like, "Oh, let's go do this one."
Uh-huh.
So we go do it. Again, I love the Mummy, so it was not a problem.
Yeah.
That's just dope.
And then
Riding with emo tip.
that shit's fun, dude.
You have
no
to.
no
fool.
joke, because my mom
Hashtag free
hadn't
emo tip. Fool.
been on that ride.
Uh-huh.
My brother did, but Timothy hadn't either. So they were both in a shock, and I love the way that it just fucking lulls you into not thinking anything's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It just fucking turns.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude, I love the Mummy.
I've never been in it. So
It's a mad troll shit. Because it's like, it starts off like you think it's like a little fucking sea tour, and then all of a sudden it just goes fucking 0 to 60 like that. Yeah, it's fun. But anyways, so we get out, and then we're like, oh, well, let's get, my dad's like, let's get something to eat. Let's go to a
Let's
restaurant.
hit the beach, bro.
Yeah, and then,
Bubba Gumps.
and then,
It's Santa Monica though.
well, my dad's like, let's go eat. And then, but it's already like 8:30, 8:40 something.
Uh-huh.
And my mom's like, no, we got to get back. Let's get some fast food.
Uh-huh.
So my dad kind of gets like, he's pissed because he likes to sit down in restaurants. So he's like, okay, fine. You know what? Let's go. There's a Panda Express drive-through that I know of, but I forgot where it was. He's like, I know where it's at.
In Arcadia.
Burbank.
It's Burbank.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dog.
So we drive from fucking
From Universal to Burbank?
from Universal to Burbank.
So basically down the 134 to the 5.
Yeah.
Want some to spend time, dog?
So we drive all the way to the fucking
What if he was
Burbank.
just trying to get you fired? Dog?
Maybe, I don't know, G. I just know that we got there, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
Straight testing this with
It's-
patience.
I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, we drove all the way to Burbank for this, and then
For Panda, dog.
so then out of
There was
nowhere,
a fucking Panda at Universal.
no. So then out of nowhere, my dad goes, "Oh, you know what? These are the donuts I was telling you about, Timothy. These are Krispy Kreme donuts.
This was
We
thinking 2
gotta-
steps ahead,
We
my boy.
gotta get some Krispy Kreme donuts.
2
We're
steps
here
ahead,
already.
my boy.
We're here already." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding?" And the Krispy Kreme donuts line looks longer than an In-N-Out
Oh,
line.
it always is.
Yeah.
Right there, it always is.
So I'm like,
That's
"Fuck,
like
okay."
about a 30-minute line.
Dude, so we're in line for like 45 minutes before we get to fucking order the dozen fucking donuts that
This
he
is why
wanted
you
to
go to
order.
Burbank for Panda Express, because Krispy Kreme is right
'Cause-
down the street.
So we got the Krispy Kreme donuts, and then from the Krispy Kremes, okay, well,
Hey,
let's
there's
jump.
a fucking Tommy's just up the street.
Nah.
Cerebral, dog.
So then he fucking goes, let's get our Panda. So we go into Panda, we get the drive-through Panda, and then fucking now we have to drive back to my pad.
Uh-huh. And you just
On the
gotta...
5.
So now we're driving back.
Nah,
so
it's not that bad.
so I get home like 11:15 or some shit.
So you
so-
have to rush to work.
Basically, no. I technically think we got there at 10:30
Uh-huh.
because I did have time to like take a quick shower
Shower.
and then fucking get ready and shit. But I was just like, fuck, man, that's a mad shit move. Like I had just said, like I need to, like
I need to
let's
be home.
yeah, let's get this over with.
Why you mad though?
But
You
this
got
shit,
donuts.
it's not about you.
No, it's not about me, but that's why I'm like, fuck it.
Low-key,
He
why
got
don't you
me.
just be like, can I just take my car to Elvis thing?
I did say that, but he's like, no,
You're not
no,
gonna
no,
let that happen.
no. He's like, no.
Then he
that's-
loses control.
Yeah, he loses control, and
Dude, you're not
The
thinking
minute-
6 steps ahead, dog.
Or the things you got press the issue. Nah, cool. I'll meet you guys there. That
No,
way
but-
you can leave whenever.
There is no.
the fuck you
He'll
want.
press the issue back, B.
he's like, you're really
It's
gonna waste
fine.
gas for that? You're really gonna waste gas for that? He's just gonna give me shit. He'll give me shit
Paper
about it.
You don't want to spend time with your brother in the car. Dude, you twist shit.
So basically,
You gotta pay like 6 steps.
so we get to my pad and they're eating, and then Timothy's like, "Oh, you're not gonna eat Panda with us?" Because I'm like, Timothy, I'm like, look, dude, I gotta take a shower.
What are you, a fucking little cop?
I didn't know you were an officer.
You're an officer of the law, huh? Fight me. Fight me.
Fuck you, American people.
You fucking mall cop. He's French out of nowhere.
I know, that's why it's all French accents.
Yeah, I went with the accent that was thrown out there.
Yeah, that's why.
So now you have to sit down and eat.
No. I told him straight up. I'm like, you know
I
what?
gotta
I'm just
go.
gonna put my food in the fridge.
No, his brother's reasonable.
Yeah, I'm like, I told him straight up, I'm gonna put my food in the fridge. Y'all can eat out here. I'm just gonna go
You get back, he ate your food.
So I take like a 10-minute shower. I fucking go and I'm trying to catch a bit of sleep, but then fucking, you know, my little dog Kenya, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
So she keeps waking me up like, hey, there's people in the house. Like, what you doing over here in your room?
You gotta be a host, G.
So she just keeps waking me up. So
That's
I
not
can't get
fun,
any
bro.
sleep. So I go to work. I get off of work, and then my dad comes like, oh, okay, so today we're doing the La Brea Tar Pits, the beach, and the OC Fair. He's like, so do you want to come? And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. And then,
Yo, that feel like to stuff a lot of shit into a day. Like,
dude,
basically the OC Fair is a day. Like the Lagmo Tar Pits and like.
Yeah, so
but you get over shit fast, man.
Not if you've never seen it.
As this fool, how fast did he get over the fucking LA County Fair? No, he was over like this.
He didn't even get in. No, I got in.
He went in, he ate his goddamn cheesecake, and he was over it.
I went in the car.
Why else would you stuff a bunch of events if you get over shit fast, dog?
But if you go to the Lagmo and shit, but not them though. Like they want to take photos and shit. Like that's. What
but that's the problem.
Of course, Dad. Them.
Logically thinking, yes, of course, Timothy wants to take pictures.
He should be high. Like, all right, wherever you want to take photos, I'll take photos. You guys pose. And, like,
no, my dad's going.
Stop.
My dad's going through checklist. His version of LA. He wants to show him that.
It's his trip.
So he takes him to the OC Fair, and I tell him straight up, I'm like, I'm out of this one. Like, yeah. I gotta get some sleep because I haven't slept.
Yeah.
How bad is a guilt trip?
Not that much because he understands that I had literally just fucking.
Nice, because he's picking his fights.
Yeah, he's picking his fights. He knew there was a bigger one coming, so you know.
OC Fair nigga is cool, fool.
You gotta lose the little battles to win the war.
But you owe me one though, boy.
Basically, he knew he had one on me because I skipped out on the OC Fair.
With this.
The OC Fair was dope.
So basically, they go to the OC Fair.
Did they eat like?
Yeah, they had
fried Oreos and shit like that.
My brother told me that they were eating like a little bit of that stuff. I think they had maybe a deep fried Twinkie or some shit. You know, you gotta have to have the classics. Yeah. Basically, the whole trip to this point, within the 3 days, they are being stuffed with food.
Stuffed with food and rushed through fucking events.
Rushed through everything, dog. So
like, I never understood the fast pace Americans live by, dog.
Nah, so what ends up happening is that they actually end up spending the whole day at the OC Fair drinking.
Good eats.
Because they were at the OC Fair, and like apparently my dad started drinking, trying to keep up with Timothy. But Timothy's fucking German. And Mexican. So it's like that fool's got alcohol on lock. That fool's got alcohol on lock. So I guess Timothy kept drinking, and then like my mom started getting pissed because she's like, well, who's gonna drive? Michael doesn't have his license. My mom's Timothy is drinking.
Well,
his girlfriend and his girlfriend doesn't know how to drive. No.
Does your mom not drive in the freeway?
Well, she doesn't like to drive in the freeway. She gets anxiety from the freeway and shit.
Fucking far, dude.
Yeah.
The OC Fair is pretty far.
Yeah. So that's why
that shit was far when I went.
It is, bro.
What the fuck can it be? Past Hobby, like Costa Mesa?
Here.
Yeah.
It was an hour from here, so
it's like you go to Irvine. This we used to do that trip daily, dog.
It's 45 minutes.
Yeah, but his mom doesn't drive. Imagine your mom having to drive out there.
She wouldn't.
Exactly. She wouldn't
like drive drunk, dog.
Well, so then apparently my mom told me like that she was trying to put like my dad was putting up a fight like, oh no, I'm good to drive, and he didn't want to give the keys, but they had been drinking a lot.
He's ain't trying to like no Mark.
Yeah, so
basically,
basically Michael had a
down the 5.
He just goes like Tim's like, you can let your skirt talk to you like that.
So basically, the only way my dad gave up the keys is when Michael told him like, "Hey, you know what? You look out of it. Like, just give the keys to mom."
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight you.
So my dad gave up the keys. So then my mom has to drive back, and all these fools fall asleep on her. Because my dad's drunk. My little brother's probably in the back seat with the fucking headphones, looking at his phone, texting his girlfriend. And then Laura, I think, falls asleep too because she's tired, and Timothy falls asleep because he's also drunk.
And they're also like, it's not their time. They're like, and it's hot as fuck. And
so my mom has to drive all the way back to my house, not even to my house
She's
first.
Probably fucking heated. Though.
She was pretty pissed because they didn't get back to my place. I had already left for work. They still weren't at my house. They spent the whole fucking day in the OC Fair. No. My bad. They went to Hollywood first.
Sunset?
To see the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And just kick it in Hollywood.
Hollywood Boulevard.
Yes. And then they went to the OC Fair. But they didn't get out of the OC Fair till like around 11-something, 11:30 or some shit.
That's high play, though.
And I mean, fucking no traffic.
Yeah, but she drove back and everybody was... She's tired too, and she has to drop... Not only does she have to drive there to drop them off, she has to drive back home.
Oh, and then there's another event the next day.
That's in another event the next day. So it's
that's like at that fourth day, I'm already feeling like I'm over all this shit.
Dude, it's fucking... Yeah, it's day 3
it's day 3
Yeah, it's day 3.
Weeks. I'll be like, fuck this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you gotta be up all fucking day.
Oh my god.
Dude,
this fool tapped out on the 3rd day, fool. If we couldn't hang, fool.
Who, me or him?
I couldn't.
This fool, remember he had to sleep. He couldn't go. Couldn't go to the OC French.
So okay, so then so I get back.
Could only take you so far.
So I get back from work, and then apparently my mom says, "You know what? I'm not going to Delano because they want to take them to go see my grandma and all that, all the family."
Yeah.
So then my dad's like, oh, "Okay, so I'm gonna drive out. Do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Is he?" But then he said, "You know what? We're probably gonna stay the night." And I'm like, "You know what? I can't take the day off." And he goes, "Okay, fine, whatever. I'll just take Michael." So now it's Michael, Timothy, his girlfriend, and my dad going to Delano.
Yeah.
And they came back the same day. So that's 4 hours to Delano. No, 2.5. 2.5 hours to Delano.
Like closer
on Saturday. No, not the way my dad drives. My dad drives fucking ridiculous.
You gotta mash it.
You gotta mash it, dog.
You gotta mash it, B. We're mashing right now, bro.
So
he could mash them.
You gotta get to your destination as quickly as possible. Okay?
So, no, they end up going actually to Bakersfield. They met them halfway, so it's actually an hour and a half, right?
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Or like 2 hours or some shit.
So they met some of the family from up there.
Yeah, everyone met at my uncle's house. So then from there, they came back, and of course my brother said he was like mad tired and shit because they had just went on that. They had went all the way over there.
Who,
and
Tim
then
or Mike?
Michael.
Oh, okay.
Timothy was all game. He was all fucking.
This is vacation.
Yeah,
like,
this is
to him,
vacation.
this is all new. Like for you guys, this is
Party,
like,
party,
yeah,
party.
but he also likes to do the same shit. My dad likes to travel. Timothy likes to do shit like that too.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is that
I fucking hate this, bro.
Then on Sunday, I think they take a day off. My dad's like, "Oh, okay, you guys can rest." And so what ends up happening, I forget if I'm trying to remember.
The fuck was Juan part of it or what?
No, but I would tell him everything that would happen.
Yeah, no, I think you have it about right.
Yeah, I think it was like a day off or some shit.
That day you should have just gone to the beach and just be like, just chill at the beach.
Yeah, because the trip to Laughlin was around the corner. They had just come back from over there. Either an event happened that I don't remember, or maybe they went to the tar pits. I don't know.
Okay.
Something must have happened.
Something small, something not eventful.
Was that when they went to the beach?
That's what I'm saying. It probably sounds like they'd go to the beach around that time. Because it's
maybe
like you just
they
go
went to the beach sometime around there because you didn't go to that.
Yeah.
You walk the boardwalk, chill by the beach.
Maybe it was Sunday that they went to go. Oh yeah, they went to Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even go to Santa Monica. They went to Malibu.
Why not Venice? That's the touristy spot.
My dad wanted to show them that fucking. Remember that pier that I took you? Oh, I took you guys to the one that's really not a lot of people.
Yeah.
He wanted to take them there so they could get a better experience of the pier instead of taking them to like the tourist attraction. Exactly. Yeah.
Like where you could actually see shit.
So basically, they went there. They hung out there, and then they did a lot of stuff that day too. Because I remember my mom telling me that she was like over it at that point. That's when she said
she kind of was checking out.
Yeah. So Sunday goes by. Then I think Monday rolls around, and then they tell me, "Hey, could you take the day off?" Because I had just got off of work, And then they showed up and they're like, "Hey, can you take the day off? We're gonna go to Laughlin for like maybe 2 days, and you just need to take 1 day off, and you'll be chill."
Yeah.
So I go, "Okay, that
it?
doesn't sound too bad."
I thought that's a trip up to Tahoe.
Oh fuck! There's a Tahoe trip too. Yeah, that's
That
right.
was a Tahoe trip. That's
Okay,
not Laughlin yet.
my bad. It's not Laughlin yet. It's Tahoe. We're doing Tahoe.
There ain't dick in Tahoe.
Well,
Tahoe's
no.
fine,
Oh, no. Tahoe was where the beach house was at.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I have Laughlin on the mind because I just did the regatta. It was Tahoe.
Okay.
It was Tahoe that we were gonna go to.
See, if you're going to a beach house, it's different, but it's not just to go to
Well,
Tahoe.
it's not a beach
I
house,
was
it's a lake house.
It's a lake house.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause Tahoe's a big ass lake.
Mm-hmm. So he's like, "We'll be in Tahoe for like two, max 3 days, but that's gonna be on your weekend. So
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
Monday.
Take Monday, Tuesday.
take Monday off."
Monday's the only day he would have to take off.
Yeah.
Because he has Tuesday, Wednesday covered, and he doesn't have to go back into work till
till
Thursday.
Thursday.
So I'm like, "Okay, that sounds chill." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Fuck it." We
Cool.
go to the fucking thing, kick it there, see the thing. In my head, I was thinking, you know what? I'm gonna be near a lake. Pokemon, dog. But so we end up going up there. It's a fucking long ass drive, dude.
It's far, dude.
Was it 8 hours?
Because, well, technically we drove to Delano, because then that's when my dad told my mom, like, "Oh, we're gonna pick up my grandma."
Your dad's mom.
My dad's mom,
Uh-huh.
to go on this trip as well, because he rented like this big ass, like a little bus.
Yeah, a van.
Like a van, but like stretched, like it's
Party van.
yeah, I got
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like those airport vans, right?
Yeah. It's like the fucking 13-seater or some
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
Sick party life, huh?
so we end up going, and then we invite it's my grandma, then one of my younger cousins,
Uh-huh.
You fools didn't take
JC's little sister. No, he had work,
Oh, I've been hyped with that fool just goes dab life up there.
and apparently he'd been told that the trip was longer than what it was.
That.
Because in my head, it was
Yeah.
only for like two
3
days.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that's not a big deal. You could easily call that off. But he was like, "Nah, I can't make the trip." So
I
it
could
was
take a
just
week off.
so it was his little sister, my grandma, me and Michael, Timothy, and
his girl.
and my mom and
Mom's.
dad.
Yeah.
So we're all going to Lake Tahoe and fucking driving all the way up. It's like 5 hours. So this is like
Straight
at night
Mexican trip. But
5 hours from Delano?
from Delano.
it's one of those straight Mexican trips where it's just straight cars. fool.
Straight car, dude. No, like occasionally we had to stop we stopped once to put gas.
Nobody better need a pee right now, B.
Yeah, no, it was one time we stopped to put gas and everybody need a piss, or you ain't gonna piss until later.
It's like those Mexico trips we've all been on for
Yeah.
drive. fool.
Hate that
'Cause
shit.
you low key become a child again.
It was oh my God.
Low key, I'm putting fists on someone.
So we didn't get to fucking.
Swings on your grandpa.
I ain't even violent grandma, but I'll fucking kill you today. Dude.
So we didn't get to Tahoe
Snap every
till
G-Lo.
technically Tuesday 3 a.m.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Straight to sleep.
yeah. So everybody goes to sleep.
Straight to DVD.
We wake up early. We go see the beach and shit. The lake. And it's nice. The sand is fucking grimy as fuck because it hasn't, it's not as fine as the ocean
It's a lake,
sand.
dude.
It's a lake, so it's
You're
like
look at there's a used condom right
it's
there.
like fucking.
It's rocks.
It's rocks.
Yeah.
not sand.
No,
No,
one
No,
has-
it's not
and
rough.
does no one have fucking
Yeah.
wet shoes and shit.
No one has any of that shit.
Damn.
So
Ill prepared.
yeah, well,
It's like hit a Walmart real quick.
so we end up saying like, and then my dad's like, okay, so you know what? Let's go get something to eat. So I'm like, okay.
You and your fucking food. Dog.
Who's that sound like? Who's all about good eats when we go on vacation? We gotta eat here, dog. We gotta eat here, dog.
And so what ends up happening is that my dad's like, oh, you know what? Let's just drive into town, and then we'll see what's there.
Just hang out with the
But
yokels,
what
fool.
my dad hadn't
Locals.
told me or my mom was that he already had some restaurant in mind that he wanted to go eat.
Yeah.
That we took
You have to.
our grandma to when we went like maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it was a real small. It's actually a chain. It's called Heidi's.
Heidi's?
They only serve breakfast and lunch.
No dinner.
No dinner. They're open. They close at 2 p.m.
What?
That's hype, son.
And it's like this.
Fucking yokels, oh, they don't
No,
work, bro.
it's this faux. It's funny because
Locals only.
it's a faux German restaurant. Like that's their whole theme.
Why the
It's
fuck
German.
would you take him to a fake German restaurant?
This was, but that's hype.
Because what other food would Germans like but German food?
Because he already went through the scenario where we took him to a Mexican restaurant and they didn't fuck with it.
Yeah.
So why not take him to a faux German food, right? But the thing is that he made it sound like open ended. Like we'll
like
find
we have
something.
a choice.
Yeah. Like so.
Like y'all got a choice, and they're like, "Hey, that looks good."
So we get
and
into.
he just keeps driving.
That's what happened. That's why him and my mom got into a big spat because the fucking. My mom's like, "Oh, there's a Denny's right there," and he's like, "No, that's not where I want to go. I want to go to," and he started like, my dad's just being anal and shit. And
had a plan, but they didn't read the play. Fool.
They didn't read the play, and the reason he was getting pissed is because we kept driving. We were driving for like 15 to 20 minutes because he didn't know where it was at. He'd been there before, but he had no clue where it was at. He didn't even know the name of the restaurant. So we were driving. He wanted to go back to he wanted to drive back to the old resort that we had went to,
and then start from there.
Backtrack it to where the restaurant was at.
And everyone's like, "Yo!"
So everyone's like, "We're seeing Denny's, we're seeing like all these restaurants go by,
we can just stop
and we're hungry." Yeah,
they bid on the play action. Fool. They thought like, "Hey, we're gonna run the ball, bro. We're gonna run the ball. Fool. Let's all run the ball." Fool. Nah, homie, it's a pass, dog.
Low key though, I understand.
So finally, I got upset, and he's like, "No, I'm looking for this place that I took." And they tried to ask my grandma. My grandma, of course, she's like, "I don't know what you're talking
it was
about."
5 years ago.
Yeah, it was 5 years ago. How the fuck should I know what it was about?
I hated it.
He's also not opening up and saying, "I want to go to the German spot."
But
so you could just be like,
so
let me try to Google it.
Yeah,
German Lake Tahoe.
Well, he didn't even know that it was a faux German spot. Like he had just remembered
that he went to a restaurant.
That he went to
a killer spot, dog.
There was a killer spot that had good breakfast. He didn't know what it was called. He didn't know anything about it. He just kind of thinks he like could notice it.
He understands by landmarks. Like that's how he's gonna navigate.
Yeah. Well, no, he usually
landmarks.
That's mad Mexican shit.
No, but honestly, he's never been like that. He's always about directions. But because last time when we went on the trip, it was literally we need to find somewhere to eat.
It was spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment.
But he wanted to recreate that.
He wanted to recreate that moment
because it was a good memory back in the day.
I also get that. That's what's up.
It's like what the fuck?
How is it gonna fail again, dog? How is it gonna fail again?
It's fail safe.
That's what I'm saying. You
can't lose with that shit.
It's foolproof, B.
But then you get there and it's not like you remember. And now you're taking out everyone else because it's like y'all fools are
because they're ruining it with their bad attitudes.
It's the bad energy that you're putting into.
There's bad energy in the vibe.
Hey, low key, you're ruining.
You're making my sandwich taste like butt, nigga.
So anyways,
swing on you right now.
So anyways, we actually finally find it after like 30 to 40 minutes of driving. And we get there, but it's like
it's closed.
1 o'clock.
They're about to close.
So they were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll take you." And then I'm like, "Dad, they close at 2." And he's like, "No, they don't fucking close at 2. They maybe 2 in the morning. You mean?" I'm like, "No, it said PM. It says it on the door." He's like, "Excuse me." He grabbed a fucking waitress that was just walking by. When do you guys close? And like 2 p.m. And he's like, "Oh, okay." But like in his head, he thought I was bullshitting, like trying to make it seem like
it's fine. They'll wait for us till we're done eating.
Yeah, they will. So we end up. The food was good, but also they were fucking huge ass portions. Like we all ordered food, and it was just.
These are all hungry.
Yeah.
People have been starved.
They like it though.
Yeah, they like it, but it's not really German or anything like that. It was just it's good breakfast food.
There's no fucking way you're ever gonna get no German food.
No.
Wiener Schnitzels.
But it was hype because they did have these sweet ass mugs that were like insulated with like a it looked like a German like solid mug that you would frost.
Yeah.
But it was like a regular cup.
Uh-huh.
And those shits were dope. I
You
wanted to
still
snag one. Nah, but you gotta be classy, dog. You gotta be classy.
You can't be full Mexican.
You can't be full Mexican.
You can't be
I was
full
like,
Mexican.
I don't get like why didn't you just like hit up El Mercadito, hit up fucking What's the fucking downtown Central Market?
Hey, dog, we got plenty of time, dog. We're not even on week 2 yet, dog. Jeez. That's why I'm telling you, there's a lot of stories. Like, honestly, this is gonna be when we don't have shit to talk about. I could bring up these stories.
No, we can still keep going. It's fine. No, I'm just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, why are you guys doing all this like big? Like, it just seems like big picture things when you
because that's what my dad wants to do.
There's a vision.
He's romanticized the whole.
There's a vision, exactly. And we have to stick to it, dog.
Exactly, and the only buddy who could fuck up his vision is Timothy if he gives the kibosh. So he's trying to scheme the yes out of Timothy for all the events he wants to do.
Angles, my boy.
But this ain't poisoning Timothy's mind, dog. See, this is like that's where you're not legit. Why are you always just letting him do what he wants to do? How come you're not just like saying what you want to do?
Because Timothy, my brother has my laid-back personality.
Where he's just down to do it, like whatever.
Yeah. But he also has my dad's anal part of if he wants to do something, that's what he's gonna do and fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
So it's a very bad combination because that fool would just disappear on us. Because if he wanted to go see something, he'd just walk off. Not tell anybody. He's like, oh, well, I wanted to go do this. So, like,
I wanted to see Doc Brown.
Yeah. So, basically.
I like Doc Brown's chicken,
So.
Damn.
So, what ended up happening? Let me think. What else? Where was I at?
Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
Just leaving the restaurant.
So, we just finished the restaurant. It was good food. It was worth it. I think it's because he starved us. So it was, like, delicious as fuck.
Yeah. You got a scheme, though.
So we leave there, and then it's like, okay, so what do we do now? Well, let's go to the supermarket to shop you know what it was? On Sunday was the outlets. We took them to the fucking outlets on Commerce.
Citadel.
Yeah. The Citadel.
Yeah.
That's what we took them to do. And the thing is that my dad has always, the joke in my family. Yeah, it was hot as fuck. But we actually got lucky. We got the structure parking, and it was literally on the first level. We had just pulled in and right there. So it was like good signs. What's
the joke?
Huh?
What's the joke about your dad and the family?
Oh, the joke about my dad and the family is that he takes forever to shop. Like, so when he sees something, he's like, I gotta make sure I have to read the label. I have to make sure everything. He takes his time.
Yeah. It's gotta be what it is.
But in his head, he thinks he's going faster than what he's actually presenting.
Yeah.
Like he's like, go. But it's like he gets to one spot.
Does he make everyone else rush but himself?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous.
Hey, it's always taking so long. Just grab whatever you're gonna get. And then when he gets to what he wants to buy.
Exactly. So what ends up happening is that
I get that.
So what ends up happening is I'm gonna go back to Sunday.
Yeah.
Because that's what ended up happening.
This fool thought he was gonna get a month off from me.
I got a fucking intense version of it.
He got a version.
I got a version with power on it.
he got you, but he could actually tell this fool what to do.
Oh man,
nah, I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all.
You just understand it, man?
Oh, dude, but fucking.
I just know where he's going. I've dealt with those people all my life.
You've had to deal with difficult people like that.
Oh man. So.
Oh, my dad's kind of like that.
So I'm gonna go back to Sunday. Before we're in Lake Tahoe or anything. Yeah. So we go shopping. And it was supposed to be like, oh, we're just gonna hit the outlets. Something very small, not a big deal. You could run through all those shops, maybe good 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours at most.
Damn, if you take your time.
If you take your time, right? That's what I was thinking in my head. 2.5 hours. That's the most I'm gonna be out here.
That's a long time though. I've been done in an hour, B.
So we got there like
I can't take more than 30 minutes of that.
So we got to the Citadel at like 3 o'clock. No.
I didn't get home till 11.
It was 4.
My dad got drunk.
It was 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
Beat me in front of everybody.
So we go into we just start off the Citadel and we're all looking through all these stuffs, and then like Timothy's like, oh well, let me go check out some shoes. So he goes to check out shoes. So we all go to the shoes shop, and he's just looking
Nike or.
Nah, Tim's and that kind of shit. The that fucking
store?
Nah, it's the work
Tim's,
boots.
Homie?
The work boot shit. There's a one little store that it's right next to Lids.
The fool's rocking puffy vests and Tim's. The Chris White.
Timberland.
No,
I was like, wait, Tim's? He's my fool's
Timberland in New
York.
So anyway, we're looking at all those stores, but I'm like, whatever, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But then we start noticing that Timothy has the same thing that my dad has, where he wants to take his time, and he's asking all these questions to the fucking guy who works there, and the guy's like, I don't know, man, like fucking, it's a shoe, dog. Do you like it or not?
Where does it make?
Yeah, basically.
The Jews make it. I don't want it if Jews make it.
100% leather or no?
So
Fuck polyester.
He's just haggling hard.
Just a haggle with the food.
I will trade you my skirt for these boots.
Let's see, bro.
She is housebroken.
I just love how all these different accents come
She
out.
is housebroken.
He's just asking about the engineering of it.
So we end up leaving from the shoe store like 10 minutes. But then out of nowhere, it's taking forever. We go to the Levi's store, dog, and we were there, no kidding, like an hour.
Did he buy anything?
No.
No one bought anything.
No one bought anything at the Levi's store, dog.
Fucking tackle someone, dog.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? You guys were in there for that
The
long?
schematics were right, fool.
And they're like, no.
Low key, it's last season closed though. Like except Levi's, because Levi's don't go out of style. Everything else is like old as
but
fuck.
you got to remember they're from Germany, and they're just like, but it's American shit. Like, the fuck?
So they haven't
All
shut
that
off.
is
It's
fucking
fine.
exports for them. So
They're not gonna get into it.
Did he bring dough? Like, is he out here
yeah,
flossing?
yeah.
Like,
Well, he
like,
has
He's
money.
an engineer.
Oh
No, he's not an engineer. He's a physicist.
Never mind. Better.
What the fuck are you doing?
Security guard.
I'm a security guard, dog.
He's a middle child. Fool. He's not a hard life.
He's low key.
He's a physicist. I forgot. I thought he was an engineer, but he's a physicist.
No, he's a
I was
physicist.
thinking that for worked at the train track or something.
Nah, he's the smartest out of all his brothers and sisters. Like, his brother works, I think, construction, and his brother works.
Can you believe it? The half Mexican food.
That's what they say.
It's
Like,
fucking half a spick is a full physicist.
My half beaner, bro.
And I think his sister's a caretaker or some shit.
of like Riri.
What you want to take care of?
No, I think elderly.
Hey, dog, German bitches be hot.
You'd be surprised.
I seen the video.
So he brought dough. Like, if he wanted to ball out, he could.
He could,
But he's kind of stingy with it.
kind of.
He's in by a chain. Fool.
Yeah, I'll be hot.
So what
so
ends
you
up
know, like, you're my father's kid with it.
So technically, we're just hitting stores and
But they
it's
ain't
getting
buying.
late.
Are they not copy shit? Or like, is it like
No,
little
no,
trinkets
no,
here and there?
little things
If
here
they
and
ain't
there.
buying shit, though, I'm heated.
No.
It's like, nah, fuck, you're
After
gonna
the
spend-
Levi's store, they start buying little things here and there.
If you ain't cop the Gucci handkerchief, what ain't
And
Gucci loafers, dog.
I think we
like,
hit.
dog, we're gonna go to the fucking Armani store and you better ball out.
You better buy his Louis V slippers, dog.
No, what the fuck's what are the Hugo Boss? They got an Hugo Boss store right there.
Yeah, I think he also went. He went into Fossil
Get this Hugo Boss water.
for like a $30 watch.
Fucking bro.
So,
G-Shock? What a $30 watch can he get that's like any good?
well, he says that in Germany that shit's like fucking $60 or some shit. So he's like
Yeah, it's
saving 30.
imported.
Yeah, it's imported, so it's more expensive. But
He's
like,
buy a grip, flip on that.
nah, well, they actually have like a certain limit on
So
your,
what you can take
what
back.
you can take back before they charge you a merchandising price or some shit
That's any country.
in any country.
Right.
So, we end up fucking. It's probably like maybe 6:30, and I'm already over it.
It's been
You guys
And
wanna
we
get
had
some
just-
food, right?
We had just got to the fucking Under Armour shirt because we went through the outside. So
Uh-huh.
if you go all the way down to the things like the Under Armour, we still hadn't gone through the interior of the fucking those shops,
It's been 2.5 hours and you just done the outside
and we
shots.
just did the outside shops. And then they're like, "Oh well," and then I guess somebody must have asked somebody when do these shits close? And they're like 9:30. So then like,
we
but
got
it's like,
3
"Oh,
hours.
we're cool. We got till 9:30." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So we're going through all these interior
At
shops.
this point, I'd be like, "Yo, Juan, can you pick me up?"
I'm just like, "Fuck, man."
You can't, fool. That's disrespectful. Fool.
So basically, we leave at like 9:45 because my dad's literally buying like a pair of shoes, like, and they've already closed the door. And the shoe that the fucking, because it was a hot day too. These past 3 or 4 weeks were fucking hot.
Those weeks were hot.
Those weeks were hot.
It was the Führer's fury.
Got him. But dude, so
That's funny though.
Fury's funny, man. There's 3 F's now, man.
I gonna be mad on vacation. But fuck, dude. So we end up.
Did you want to eat afterwards? Because it sounds like
Ruby's right there.
Grab dinner?
Ruby Tuesdays is right there.
Yeah, no, my dad wanted to eat afterwards, but
Like, nah, I gotta go home.
I'm like, I'm cool.
The fun,
I'm the wet blanket. So, and that's why, and then I had to go to work. And then the next day, that's when he told me about the trip and all that other shit.
Yeah, take the
so
day
fast
off.
forward back to where we had
You're
just
Lake
left
Tahoe.
the.
You're in the market.
We're in the market, and fucking Timothy's taking his time, and my dad's heated, but he's only heated and like taking out his aggression like on us. Like he's like, "What the fuck? Why is he taking forever? Somebody go hurry him up!" and all this other stuff. But like with Timothy, he's all cool and like cool dad and shit. Like. So I'm catching all this heat from.
That's so cool. You're lucky.
Yeah, and he's like, but like Timothy's taking his time, looking at every fucking ingredient and like shit.
Of what? Like just a food
like he said, that his girlfriend knows how to make a pasta dish and like she needs a thing of garlic or some shit. Like, but we were literally going through every fucking aisle of I forgot what they call it, like a Clark's or some. So it was like
some store,
some
supermarket.
No, it's their Ralph's. It's whatever Tahoe has for a Ralph's.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going through every fucking hour. We're there like for an hour and shit.
Fuck.
Just getting like snacks and shit. But we had just ate.
What's
so
grandma
nobody
saying, dog? Is grandma?
No,
like,
grandma's cool. My grandma's a
just happy
trooper.
that people are like hanging out with her, dog. Old people love company.
Nah, my grandma's a trooper. She's cool to
She
hang.
ain't not like, hey, why is everyone snapping? Dog?
Nah,
What's
she
up
took
with
days
that?
off. She still technically works. G.
She still works in the field.
Not in the field. No, she's in packaging.
That's hype.
But
What the fuck is packaging? What does that include? What do you have to
fruit.
do?
oranges, grapes,
She just boxes them up.
boxes them up,
She
puts
boxes up with
labels.
what has been picked.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up. How old is she?
I think she just turned 70. My grandma's got a mad work ethic, dog. She retired for like 2 years, and then she's like, I don't like this shit.
Fuck
And she
yeah,
went back
huh?
to work. Yeah.
Thugging.
Well, because technically she was taking care of my great grandmother, but until my great grandmother
She passed.
passed, because
She's
I think she was getting paid to take care of my great grandmother as a caretaker, because she got
Yeah.
the licensing and everything.
Yeah.
But once my great grandmother passed, I think she like took maybe an extra year off, and that's when it was like, oh, well, I need to go back to work.
She's one of those
'cause
people like, like if I'm not working, I'll die faster. Like I don't got shit.
either that or she just does. She just
just doesn't wanna be
prefers to be
home.
at work. Like, what the fuck is she gonna be doing at home?
Damn, that's it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so she's still working, so she had to ask for time off for the trip. But apparently, my dad gave her the right amount of days because she had already called off, and that's when I started noticing. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, my grandma took off a whole. I'm like, why did she take off so many days? Like, it's all like, did she want days to recover or some shit? Little did I know, my dad was already scheming for me to take another day off. But he hadn't let me know about this shit yet.
Not till you're on the trip.
Not till you're on the trip, G. Not until there's no return. Because I told him, I'm like, look, I'll rent a car. Because he told me, he first finessed me into it. Because he's like, if you rent a car, I'll pay for it. You just rent a car, you drive yourself up to Lake Tahoe, and then you can leave whenever you want. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that plan. That doesn't seem that bad of a plan. And then he's like, but then when the day came, he's like, you know what? It'd be easier if you just take the day off and travel with us. We'll be back in time. No problem. So
ball out and fly.
I'm like, and he's like, you know what? You don't gotta pay for gas. You don't gotta do anything because he was gonna pay for the rental. I still gotta pay for gas and shit.
I think the flight out there can't be more than 200.
You can't fly out to Tahoe.
You don't know. You have to fly into Reno, and then from Reno to Tahoe is like 3 hours.
You have to drive. Yeah, you can't fly into Tahoe.
So it's still a mad trip. Yeah, you save 3 hours, but then you spend like a shitload more money. Because you're going to have to get a rent-a-car from Reno to fucking...
So when does he drop it at you? Like, hey, you're going to need to take another day off.
Not until we went on the hike on Wednesday.
So, like, a day before.
Yeah, so basically we got... Okay, so on Tuesday, we got snacks and shit to fill
come
up
back and make the
whatever.
Make some food at home.
Yeah, so we don't have to travel because we're a distance from the actual city of Tahoe.
Yeah, they're on the lake.
They're
on lakefront.
Yeah. So we're a distance from it. So like get whatever you're gonna get, and that's what we're gonna munch on for the time. And of course, like Timothy just got like cereal and like like crazy shit. Like there's a bunch of processed foods and shit. Sugary stuff, yeah.
Get anal beads. It's like, what is this?
Can we coat it with sugar?
Scheiße.
Where's your leather stores?
I want to be a leather daddy.
Das Boothole.
Das Boothole.
So y'all make food at home and shit.
Yeah, so we get back and then we're just
the next day
we're chilling. But the thing is that my dad's like, well, you know what? Let's
too soon, you gotta.
Yeah, you're jumping it, dog.
Oh well, I'm just.
So we get back and then my dad's like, you know what?
Shit that I don't. So I'm trying to get this food and move it along.
Nah, dog.
No, there's a lot of shit, bro.
Every day is an event, dog.
Every day, it's like I
There's
took
emotional gauntlets, dog.
I'm telling you, this story.
I was dying when I was listening to this.
This story is gonna take way too long to be in one episode.
It made me happy.
We'll split it to two, but let's at least finish this day, and then we'll continue it on another episode.
Okay.
I don't know how much time we got.
How much time are we running right now?
We're at 2:10, so yeah, we should
Okay.
wrap up at least Tahoe.
Okay, no, not Tahoe. Just this day.
Oh,
just wrap up this day.
This day.
Okay, so there's mad events.
So we get home. We get to the beach house,
Uh-huh.
and my dad's like, you know what? Let's go to fucking. There's casinos because if you drive a little bit further into Tahoe, then you get into Nevada, and then you could they have hotels and casinos.
Yeah,
because Tahoe has the California and the Nevada side.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's where like my family just went to that borderline.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Elko or something.
yeah. So we drive to a casino.
Yeah.
And
a weak ass casino.
Well, probably. The thing is that my dad's like, I started noticing that because he had promised Timothy Vegas, but I started noticing that my dad was trying to scheme to get out of Vegas because he didn't want to go to Vegas. So he was like, "Oh, this is basically the same thing as Vegas," and of course, my mom's like, "This isn't Vegas," and like I could tell he get a little pissed. Like whenever somebody would say, "This is not Vegas," this is not, like Vegas is so much better.
They're ruining his scheme. Bro.
They're ruining his plan, dog. He was trying to get out of going to Vegas, so he's like, "Oh well, you know what? Let's go to the casino."
This sucks dick compared to Vegas.
So we end up going to the Nevada casino, whatever, and like I had fun because I was kicking it with my mom because Michael was too young.
So he stayed back at
the house? Because he's only 18. So
by himself? He's just chilling?
No, he's chilling with my JC's little sister.
With the cousins. That's dangerous. We know all these Avila brothers.
Nah. Fuck you, dog.
She's just like, you never had some of this Stockton weed, dog?
y'all are fucking heinous, dog. Y'all are heinous.
Well, how old is she?
I think she's maybe 15 or 16.
Oh, she's small. Come
on. She's getting faded.
No, I think she's 15. 15.
You should get faded by lakefront.
That's hard.
And low key, she's a woman now.
He's fucking bad. This guy. So we leave them behind.
To be seen.
And we go.
It's cool. So you just chill with your mom. You don't chill with your mom.
Yeah. And it was fun because like I started drinking and shit. So I was just drinking a shitload of.
Fuck no, this ain't Vegas, bro.
Nah, rum and coke, dog. My like, choice to drink.
That's Vegas. That's Vegas right there, bro.
So snorting his drink and shit.
I'll show you Vegas. It just keeps going like that.
Because technically, I looked for. I was looking for that automated craps machine.
Yeah.
So I could teach them how to play, and I'm like, that'd be fun to do. It's you don't spend much money, and it's but they didn't have one there, so we had to do slots.
I had to Google it and find who had it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, because they didn't have it at that one that we went to. So they were just playing. My grandma was hanging out with my dad. I was hanging out with my mom, and Timothy with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then so we basically split up in the casino, and we just started playing the slot machines. Like I think I only lost like $40. I had won like 60 when I just got there, and then you gotta lose more than what you came with, dog.
Or else it don't feel right.
It don't feel right, dog. I feel dirty. Technically, I lost like $100, but But 60 I didn't have when I walked in, so that don't count.
That's chill.
So I lost $40. But anyways,
did he like it? Like, was
yeah. We didn't get back there till like 12 o'clock.
Midnight.
Just for to sleep.
Yeah.
You would assume that.
Well, see, what ended up happening is that my brother was going through all the little toys and not toys, but they have it's a lake house that it's owned, so they have a bunch of board games and stuff to keep people entertained. Yeah. So apparently, my little brother found this marble. It's called Marble Works or some shit. It's where you get marbles, and you build a maze. It's kind of like Rat Race or Mousetrap. But you build this huge maze and you race marbles with the fucking thing. And I laughed at him. I was like, this is fucking hilarious. Why would you actually spend time on this? He's like, dude, I've been at this for like 3 hours. And I was laughing. I'm like, that's hilarious, dude.
Well,
like,
what is he supposed to do? He's at a fucking lake house.
True.
Dog.
But they had like...
Did.
Nah, but no skinny.
He's by himself.
He's just enjoying his body. He's high as fuck at this point anyway.
So anyway, he ends up being like, dude, you have to... He's like... Because he said, I've been trying...
Faded to me, dog.
No, to me, he was telling me like he has to get all
marbles, bro.
He's like, I want to get all 6 because it has 6 slots for marbles, and you let them go, and not all of them make it to the bottom. But he's like, I've been trying to perfect it to where all the marbles get down there. And I was laughing. I'm like, well, if you switch this up, so then I started getting into it. So me and my brother are working on this shit for like about an hour, and it's fun because you're just kicking it with your brother, and you're trying to solve this puzzle.
Timothy shows up and just kicks it.
Now, well, then Timothy...
Fucking faggots.
What are your jaws?
Das fruits.
So then Timothy shows up and is like, oh, what are you guys doing? And I'm like, oh, we're building this thing.
Should I mention I am a physicist?
No,
so... in their face.
So what ends up happening is that, like, Timothy's like, oh, well, you know what? You want to get it with consistency. You don't just want to do it once. You want to do it like 10 times in a row. And I'm like, that's hard. Well, but then at the time, I'm like, fuck it. It's like
I'm buzzed. You know,
it's yeah. It's like 1:30 in the morning.
You mean, like just roll them down 10 times.
But to get every single marble to get into the landing area,
he just wants it to work and then keep working.
To be consistent. So if you get 10 times,
why? Because it wouldn't work every time.
It wouldn't work every time because you get those variants where a marble would pop out or a marble gets stuck.
He wants perfection.
So he's just like, it'd be fun if we do it 10 times, and then we could go to sleep.
Let's physics the fuck out of this. Huh?
And apparently, my dad had my dad had everybody was going to sleep because they had been drinking and they want to go to sleep. But I'm here with my brother, and then Timothy.
Plus, his dad knows what's on the itinerary already.
My dad knows that Timothy wanted to do a hike to a waterfall that I didn't know about. Well, I kind of got the hint that they wanted to do a hike, but I thought it was only going to be Timothy and his girlfriend, and my dad was going to drive them over, drop them off, and then come back and then pick them up when they needed to. Okay. But I should have known my dad.
And you can never bail. You can't just be like, nah, fuck the hike.
No, tripper. What was he going to tell him? I got to do work?
No, I don't feel like hiking. My legs are sore.
You can't do that, G.
I think that works, dog.
I took off a day, dog. I didn't fucking... There's schemes out here, dog.
I'll step wrong. I twisted my ankle.
You take the L on your ankle? You fuck up your ankle?
Low-key, I think it's swollen. I'm going to stay back and ice it.
Nah. So what ends up happening is that...
Snap your shit hard.
I had overheard that Timothy said he wanted to do a hike. And my dad said, oh, yeah, I'll take you. So he never mentioned anything to us. So I'm like, you know what? So I thought it was optional.
Yeah, so you're staying up.
So I'm staying up. So it's like 3 a.m. and I look at Timothy. I'm like, hey, dude, like, don't you gotta do a hike tomorrow with your girlfriend? He's like, oh, don't worry. As long as it doesn't get to 5 o'clock, we'll be cool. And I'm like, damn. He's like,
why? What time's the hike?
Because we're all having fun. Well, the hike was supposed to be at 7 or some shit. So this was just like, fuck it, thug life it, you know?
Swipe life.
So it's like, so we got to do it. And we were getting, and then I convinced him, like, dude, we got to get it down to like 5 times. Because there's no way, because we kept getting like 3 in a row. We got to the point, we had rebuilt this thing like 4 or 5 times. And we got to the point where I'm like, dude, there's no way we're getting 10. And I'm like, you know what? Let's settle at 5. And he goes, okay, fine. 5 sounds fine.
Yeah.
So we do it, and then we're just stuck at 4. Every single time on the 5th one, something fucking goes wrong. So it's like 6 in the morning now. And me and
We've been playing a marble game for 6 hours, dog.
Me and my little brother are like, we're kind of over this
6
shit.
6 hours, because your buzz is gone.
My buzz is already
You're
gone,
not drunk
dude.
anymore to be like, let's play kid games, dog.
And his brother had been playing it, so it's not like he's been at it for way longer.
That fool had been at it for 3 hours, so now Michael's
He had
9
been at
hours.
it for like
9 hours into the experiment of building this shit.
So, and you know what? I don't even think it was that late. I think it was like 11 when we started playing. So it's actually been longer.
You played it for like 11 hours.
Yeah, but in my head, I was buzzing it, so time wasn't really an issue at that point.
Yeah.
Now you're high.
So it's 6 in the morning, and my grandma came down, and she's like, "You guys are still up?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, like yeah, we're still up." Like, because the problem is throughout the whole fucking thing while we were playing the thing, Timothy, me and Michael were like, you know, I think we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah.
We got it as close as we could.
Don't
but
be
then,
pussies, dog.
But then, yeah, it was like, no, we got to do it. We said we were gonna do it. Now we got to do
sisters.
it. So basically, we're like, fuck. I guess
See,
we're gonna
like
keep
if you were
doing
getting
this.
turned up and drinking, so you know, fuck it.
But
you were stone cold sober playing with.
Well, I was tired already at that point. I was like,
fools were trying to go to sleep. Dog.
So it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I told him like, dude, like, he's like, oh no, my excuse for staying up this late is I could get some dope pictures from the sunset or sunrise. So he goes out and he takes a couple pictures of some seagulls or whatever the fuck's out there. Not seagulls.
So he's not a liar for you.
They're fucking geese. Took pictures of the geese. Took pictures of the fucking sunrise and shit. And then he came back in
with his cell phone.
No, he's got like a professional camera and shit, like
swipe
tourist shit.
You should have swiped that food.
Nah,
YouTube. I just claim NoNamers.
So what ends up happening is he takes the fucking picture and then he's like, "Okay, so let's keep going." So me and my brother are basically done, but we're like, "Fuck it, let's keep doing it."
Did you ever?
And then out of nowhere, my brother was like, "Okay, I'll keep doing it, and then I'll tap you guys in when." Just keep watching. So we're just watching my little brother just fucking we're watching my little brother. I'm watching I thought Timothy was also watching, but I guess Timothy like started falling asleep. Like he was in and out of consciousness.
Yeah.
But then my little brother, we got it down to the 4th one, and it was like 6:45, and then all the marbles got stuck on the top at the 5th one, and we were all like, "Oh, how the fuck is this possible?" And like I'm like, "Dude, we gotta fucking finish this." And then at 7:20, I think, my little brother, we got it down. We got it 4 times in a row, and it's like, this is the last one. Let's do this.
Pray
he does
right
it.
Now,
Dude, at this point, it was like that. Because Timothy, I guess, would, like, he was in and out of consciousness, but he would wake up and stuff. But this time, I didn't even hear from Timothy. It was just like, dude, just get it over with. Fuck it. Do it before you jinx yourself. So my little brother does it, and we got the 5 in a row. And I'm like, yes, fuck. And Timothy was like, what happened? Like, we got 5 in a row, dude. Like, you didn't see. And he goes, you guys are lying to me. Let's keep going. And like, I didn't see it. I'm like, nah, you're kidding me, dog. I'm like, I'm telling you. And the whole time he was like, I don't know. You guys are playing me. You guys are playing me. But in all honesty, we did get the 5. And I was just like, there's no way we're going to keep doing this. Oh, but the thing that was funny is because we didn't come to the revelation that we didn't have actual marbles. Because my little brother told us like at 5 in the morning, he's like, man, and we don't even have real marbles. I'm like, what the fuck have we been using? What are you talking about? He's like, we've been using the Hungry Hippo marbles.
Oh.
So they're lightweight. So they're not heavy. So they're popping out and everything like that. So it made the task just way more difficult because they're misshapen because they're supposed to just move around. Yeah, they're dented. They're all misshapen. They're not solid marbles. They don't have the weight. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We've spent this much time playing. He's like, hey, I just added a level of difficulty. Because it didn't have any marbles. So he just used the Hungry Hippo ones, but he chose all different colors. So it looked like they were marbles. But it looked like it was the marbles that came with it. So I thought maybe, these are the marbles they come with.
Oh, yeah.
But they were Hungry Hippo fucking shits.
So did you guys use, you guys got real marbles or what?
No, that was later on when we went to some other. We did a lot of shit, bro. Like,
did you finally get it though?
Yeah, we got it. But the thing is, Timothy was
never saw it.
questioning us because he's like, I don't know, you guys are
Did
playing.
you
me."
ever go to sleep?
Yeah, at 8 a.m.
For how long?
For about 20 to 30 minutes.
Before you're woken up and now you have to go.
No, you know what? We got woken up at 9. So like about an hour. And then my dad was like, what happened? Like he was mad at me. And I'm like, hey, look, it was your other son, your German son who fucking made us stay up. And as soon as I said that, he was like he was cool with it. But then all of a sudden he's like, hey, everybody's going on this hike. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, everybody's going on this hike.
You were getting punished.
And I'm like, okay, I guess. So I'm fucking like tired, exhausted. We drive I fucking fall asleep in the van when we're driving. And it's like a 20, 30-minute ride to the thing.
We got an hour and 20 of sleep. We was about to hike.
So we go, and then my mom's upset because she wasn't told that hike was on the itinerary. So she didn't bring any proper shoe wear. So she had like these fucking van slip-ons.
Did your grandma go or no?
On the rocks. Yeah, my grandma's a trooper. My grandma, she was told about it too. So she had the proper sneaker wear.
That's hype, dog.
Everybody was told but me and my mom. Apparently, me and my mom are snappers.
Well, because
no.
are the fools that are going to say no.
Yeah, because we're the ones who are going to say fuck it. So
too much like your mom.
He put us in the dark. He put us in the fucking dark.
He knows how to treat you guys. You know how to play those two.
And luckily,
about the same. You
honestly,
don't tell them shit.
Honestly, luckily, I had my old running shoes with me because I had I had sandals the whole trip. Because I'm like, it's beach, it's the lake life, dog.
Chancleta life.
Like
it's Yoko life. You know, I'm on vacay.
I'm on vacay, dog.
It's sandal wear at all times.
I wear these to work, homie.
If the hose out, the toes out.
Yeah.
You really wear sandals to
and
work?
I is the best hoe.
I was like, is this one really out here wearing sandals to work?
Who goes in sandals and socks?
Are we in sandals, Jamaica, man?
Dude, so luckily I had those, so I put those on. But my little brother, he didn't have the proper shoe wear either. So he kept my mom, my brother, and me in the dark. And so we're going on this hike. My mom's already pissed off because she's literally in like vans, like some old vans
like old slippers
that are like socks. And we're gonna go on this rough terrain. So
see a sick waterfall.
So we drive, and then the waterfall's like packed with people and shit. But like,
may you drive
the parking.
Oh, just to get on the hikes.
Yeah, so we had to go like drive about half a mile away from it. Hot fucking day, because there the heat is ridiculous.
Wow, he's been energized enough. You got an hour and 20 sleep.
Dude, so what ends up happening is that
fake an ankle injury.
So we technically, it might have even been a longer car trip because honestly, I slept both on the way to the thing and when we finished it. But I do remember that it was maybe like 11. So it was like 11:30. It was like it was about to start getting really hot. So we had just got there and fucking we went up there and my Pokemon Go wasn't even working. G, there's no reception out there. I was like, this is whack.
Damn, that's like a 2.5 hour trip then.
Yeah, it was something.
Of
driving? No, it was like 30 minutes, but we must have. They must have.
If you guys left at 9, you got there 11:30. That's 2.5 hours.
You know what? Maybe it was maybe like 40 minutes. It might have been that. I know my dad was pissed in the morning because Timothy was taking forever to get ready. Because he had everybody else ready, but then Timothy and his girlfriend were like taking their sweet ass time. So it might have been like an hour. I might have been in and out of consciousness after I got dressed. So
who's naked with his dick?
Hey, Dad, dick's out for Harambe.
So
real talk, how long did the walk take?
Okay, so the walk to where we were supposed to start our hike, was about 20 minutes.
And then from there to the actual hike, to the spot where there was like this little checkpoint that I stopped at
So I'm like, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm just gonna get a fucking headache from dehydration because I hadn't drank any water. I've been drinking the night before. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna kick it by this tree. There's shade. Y'all can keep going. But then I think my grandma stood back with me, and then my little cousin, she also stood.
They're like fucking fat.
But then my mom
fucking ox.
This little ox bastard is out of shape.
Low key,
Nah.
I'm looking at the first foot of. I'll be the first foot of. I peace out, you.
And my mom was already pissed, but my mom's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna keep." Like she wanted to build up the resentment,
So
So-
she could blow up later.
so she could blow up later on my pops. So she kept walking.
I know that move too.
Yeah.
You have to. You got inventory that shit, dog.
So basically, she kept walking, even though I had told her,
Stacking.
I'm like, "Hey, stay back with me, grandma, and my cousin. We're not
So
going."
Wherever you walk, you also gotta walk back.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I told her. I'm like, "Just stay with me," and she's like, "No, I'm gonna keep going." So they kept
Every
going.
step is a little more hate. You storing away.
You just
dog.
Yeah.
put it in the bank. Man. Just got
So-
a little savings account. Man.
So what ends up happening is that we get to the fucking.
They get.
To the. Me and my grandma and my cousin were waiting there for maybe like 30 minutes. And then no, it was like 15 minutes. Then we saw them where the waterfall was at, because you could see it from the checkpoint that we were at.
Yeah.
It's just to get closer to it, you had to
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
So we're like 15 minutes away, and we're looking. We're like, "Fuck!" They finally got there, and like, okay, well, now it's 15 minutes back. So about 30 minutes later, my mom comes back. She's kind of pissed and sweating and shit, because like, you know, she's been in the fucking hot ass sun.
Yeah.
And she had to walk this fucking trek. But it's only my mom and my pops. So I'm like, what the fuck? Where
lost
are
Timothy.
Michael and Timothy and his girl?
Yeah.
And
They
they were like,
jumped.
you need a license to keep going. There's at a certain point, you need a license to keep going on the journey or the hike.
What do you mean,
So
like?
it's basically like the liability forms you need to sign, and like saying that you ain't gonna fucking do anything stupid. So it's liability forms that need to be signed and all that
Saying
shit.
you're not gonna sue them.
Saying you're not gonna sue them.
You eat shit. Or
That's really what it's for, but technically it's like, oh, you gotta be a more experienced hiker and all that other stuff. But Timothy's like, oh well, you know what? I'm cool. I'll keep going. Like, if they give me a ticket, I'll pay for the ticket. I don't care.
Yeah.
Thugs.
So he takes it's him and his girl, and he's like, well, we're from Germany, so fuck it. Like, you know, they give me a ticket, I'll just pay it, and like I'll claim ignorance.
Yeah.
And then my brother, I guess they convinced my brother's like, well, I guess I'm still young, so they're not gonna ask me for ID or anything, so I'll get out of the ticket too. I'm just with them. How am I gonna tell them no? They're the ones who brought me.
Yeah.
But then my mom and my dad returned, so then they kept walking. So my dad's like, about an hour from when they got back to the checkpoint, my mom and my pops, they're like, hey, call Michael, find out where they're at. Because it's already been an hour. We're just kicking it here, like,
Under this goddamn tree.
yeah. So I call, but Michael's not getting any reception.
Of course not. I mean,
and
they're
then-
up in the fucking booties.
And my mom's just getting more heated.
I'll
like,
wait by the
Her,
fucking car.
her babies might be dead right now.
Well, because it's an hour, and I passive aggressively kept saying, you shouldn't let Michael go. Why'd you let Michael go? If anything, we lose them, but like low key. But
We're only losing half a brother.
How we're gonna lose the kid, dog?
yeah.
That's the baby, dog.
So
And look,
basically,
Loki, he's not an experienced hiker, dog.
so they didn't get back till maybe like an hour from when we had said that.
So 2 hours. They
Yeah,
took 2
because
hours
when
hiking.
my dad came back,
Yeah.
like 30 minutes into it, he's like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go get the vehicle. And then I'm like, don't do that, because you're gonna just be pissed. Because we haven't even made contact with them. Who knows how long they're going? And I told him, like, you already seen how Timothy acts. That fool, if he wants to keep going, he's gonna keep going. He's not gonna turn around, oh, let me be considerate.
It's his fucking trip, though.
Yeah,
like, low
but
key.
low key, it should have just been him and his girlfriend. We all shouldn't have came on this fucking hiking trip.
But there's
Like low
memories
key,
to be
there
made,
was a
fam.
fucking lake house that we could have been kicking it at.
There's
Yeah.
memories to be made. Fam.
But that's the thing. So my dad's like, okay, well, we'll wait. So at that point, my dad was already fuming, but like he wasn't gonna take it out on Timothy. They come back after like
And he
fucking.
takes it out on Michael.
No, he didn't take it out on Michael either.
Oh, no, there's,
I'm the one that cut the shit.
What did you do?
Well,
he's
I didn't-
influencing these fools, dog.
he
From
told
the
me
shadows.
he told me like, oh, well, you're getting your mom pissed off. And I'm like, I didn't do shit. Like, I'm not the one who brought her on a hike. Like, low-key, he thought I was throwing shade.
Why are you riling your mom up?
Exactly. He thought I was the one pissing her off. And I'm like, I'm not pissing her off. Like,
you're wrong at the wrong Armando right now. No?
Yeah, so what ends up happening is that my dad's like, finally they get back. Well, finally we see them at that checkpoint where it was 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
So my dad's like, I'm going to go get the vehicle. You just let them know to wait by the
Down there by the parking.
Yeah, by the parking and shit, and we'll pick them up. So then I'm like, well, then I guess I'll go with you because, like, fuck it.
Yeah.
The last thing is him go by himself and he'd be all heated and shit. So
you want to wait in the car, though. Once you're in the car, you made it.
No, because honestly, it was hot, but it wasn't humid. So it was tolerable.
Because that's what I would have been thinking. Like, I just get in this car being napped. Huh?
Nah, so it was hot, but it wasn't angry art.
It wasn't hot art?
Nah. So fucking
I just keep making Harambe jokes.
So fucking
it's like nonsensical shit no one gets but me.
See, and the thing is that we had parked uphill, dog. We parked uphill because the walk to the fucking thing was easy.
Yeah.
But walking up the hill, my calves were fucking burning, dog. Because we're walking on a hot pavement because there's no walkway for you. There's literally a bike lane. Like a very little slim fucking piece of area where you can walk, and it's 2 lanes going
both directions.
Yeah, both directions.
Well, yeah,
and cars are coming full fucking blast.
You're not supposed to park over there.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
You're supposed to hit the parking lot.
Yeah. So what ends up happening is like we're going on this fucking long trek. It felt like 45 minutes, but it was probably like 30.
The whole
felt
time
15 minutes
like,
longer.
I didn't even have to come.
And when we got in the van, dude, it was like literally 2 minutes away from where we were. We drove to the parking lot, picked them up. But it was like, fuck, dude, I was tired and shit.
Why did I come? I could have been chilling on the tree right now.
Plus, wait to carry a
Fuck you.
You had small frame?
Small frame for a slab, huh?
But anyways, I think we could leave it there.
So that's where that ends. Well,
yeah, if we talk about it again, I'll tell more stories.
No, this is only part 1 of the
trek.
Of the trek of the.
We're only what 4? No,
like it's only
5.
Your weekend.
5, 6 days.
No, your weekend.
Oh yeah, because it's Tuesday technically. So they came in
on Wednesday now, so it's a week and a day.
So we still got 2 more weeks to go.
Because they got there on a Tuesday.
Yes.
Now you're on the Wednesday of the.
Yeah, so I described a week of my fucking.
So there's still 2 weeks to go. I mean,
oh man,
might as well could have been fucking rehab. That shit seems like it would have been a little more tolerable.
Yeah.
You had to deal with his inner demons of his childhood.
You know, Art becomes a child again.
Fuck, dog.
I'm pretty sure that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Getting bossed around.
It seems like fun.
Fuck no, dog.
Nah.
It's like a boatload of fun.
I hate her.
Whenever I hang out with Army, it's good time.
Low key, if you could just take happy pills for like Xanax or whatever the fuck, that shit will level you out, and you're always happy, and like none of the bullshit could get to you. Then, hey, dog, fuck it.
You'd be surprised.
But even then, people push your buttons, and low key, family members know where to push.
Yeah. They've known you the longest. They know which ones trigger
They know
shit.
to set you off.
They invented the wiring.
Yeah.
They wired you.
They wired you so they know where
They know where the wires go.
Yep. How to poke your buttons passive aggressively.
Yeah,
so people that don't know you that close are like, oh, nothing's going on, but low key there's some jabs being taken. But yeah, that's a week of my adventure. That seems exhausting.
I was dying listening to this shit on the phone. Bro.
I didn't hear any of this shit, but I would have just amped this fool up. Dog. How you gonna let them treat you? Nah, that's fucking.
I just kept laughing, dog.
Oh man,
that's worse.
I was like, your dad's a schemer, dog. I fuck with that nigga hard, bro. That's my kind of people.
Fuck that.
Blase.
Yeah, fun.
So I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah, we'll end it right here.
One day you might be the dad though. When you're doing this to your kids.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'm gonna be yelling at them and shit.
That was
Just for the fuck of it.
my dad also forced us to do shit we never wanted.
You wouldn't have made it enough.
You would have made it enough, homie.
You would have died in my platoon.
Well,
Well,
shut up, Dad. You never served.
look-
What'd you say, boy?
He's
He's
like,
like
"Kid
beating
from
the
Vine."
fuck out of his kid.
The kid from Vine. You're talking to a future Marine right now. dog.
You don't know my past lives.
You're talking to a reincarnated Marine of the United States. Fucking Marine.
I jumped on a bomb.
That's how I went the first time.
The Hurt Locker was based off of me.
All right, guys. So
All
we're gonna
right.
end it right here.
Chill.
Hopefully, you guys have been on us with this journey Arthur took. Also, what the fuck was it? Ghostware
Games.
Ghostware Games. Download Horizon.
I
Mhm.
don't know, hide the zucchini.
It's fun.
Take out for Harambe and
Put up your scores.
yeah. Tell us your scores, especially if you have a Droid phone. Yeah. So we're gonna end it here. Hopefully, you guys subscribe to the YouTube and fuck with us, and we'll keep these stories going. I mean, you guys have to be enjoying Arthur's fucking treacherous ass time. I know I am. This is the first time I'm hearing him, and I'm fucking dying inside.
Because it's fucking like.
I
this was
understand the
just me.
passive aggressiveness he was showing towards me. He was projecting his father on me.
Stop
dog.
it, Dad.
Dog, when I started hearing this shit, I was like, damn, your dad's nasty. dog.
You're
That's
the
what
one
I
putting these
said.
fucking shits in
No,
this
he
fool's
said
head.
that shit first.
No,
but
I
was
said
like,
it
no, yeah, I
first.
see it, dog.
I didn't notice it until I started. Until this trip. Because when I was a kid, it was just my dad being my dad.
That was the first thing he told me. He's like, dude, I'm starting to notice that my dad's nasty, dog.
I'm like, fuck, dog.
I fucking hate him, dog.
Start laughing, dog. I start laughing because like now you're dealing with Nestor, but the thing is like,
What's
this
your
is-
dad? Dog?
Well, he's got,
Exactly,
yeah.
So he doesn't have the ability to tell him to fuck off or
he
start
does.
clowning him.
Or snap at him.
Exactly, he can't. He
Yeah.
can't snap. He can't just start yelling at you during FIFA.
That's
He
mad
can't. He's gotta suck
disrespectful.
it in.
Yeah.
So it's even that much
And then
funnier.
apologize like, dude, my
I'm not a
bad.
janitor,
Yeah,
Dad.
You can't just, I'm not a janitor, dog. That didn't fly over for then he can't go to Wu-Tang and shit. He gets grounded for a year.
Hey, we're gonna Tracy Morgan.
Nobody
dog.
gets me.
Oh well, it's a long one for you guys. So
Yeah.
you guys, fuck it.
This is probably a
There's-
two-parter in this episode.
Nah,
for
there's
them.
no fucking way they didn't enjoy this. If they like Arthur and like Arthur's stories, there's no way like people ain't fucking digging this one. But there's more stories to come, so you guys stick with us. We'll try to get more people to call in, do some shit like that if you guys like it. All right, guys, have a good week. I'm Nestor.
The reincarnation.
Adrian.
And Arthur.
Have a good week.
You